All right. It's just this is, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually meeting this schedule here. What do you think of that?
That is fantastic, sir.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. I'm meeting this schedule. I said I would be here at 9 a.m. in the morning. I said I'd be here at 9 p.m. in the night. And here I am. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. This is Comicsgate Live. Oh, what a day. What a day. Just turned in another page of Cyberfrog. And yeah, just in time to get in here and do this thing that we do, Antonio.
Yeah, trust me. Been working with Kanan on some design work and it's turning out pretty well. I'm enjoying, like I said, he's going to begin the layouts on some of the pages that I've turned over, and got more pages coming to him. So it's fantastic.
That's fabulous. Yes, it is. And in the meantime, Brand, your comic book brand, just broke $48,000. $48,050. Congratulations.
I am very excited about that, and thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. It's pretty cool that in this day and age, you leaving this comic book up. I mean, in this day when comic books are they're not doing that well. You can leave your comic book up there with your Indiegogo in demand campaign. You're $48,000, Antonio. I let it slip how much I used to get paid at DC Comics to do this. It wasn't this much. It wasn't this much. Yo, Art T. Bear, what you gonna do?
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm all right. I'm okay. Yeah, I can't complain. Just because the entire internet is now blaming me for Chuck Wendig's firing. Oh my God, this is all my fault.
That guy's own words got him fired. I mean, right?
Well, normal people know that. Normal people understand that to be the case. But SJWs are kind of like this. These SJWs, also known as NPCs, are like, hey, we lost one of our soldiers. We got to take down one of yours.
That's how you win a war, right?
Yeah. So, like, if we can use our soldier going down as a way of taking out one of your guys as well. And by the way, a pretty important one. If I do say so myself, let's get Ethan out of here. Let's blame Ethan Van Sciver for a multitude of sock puppet accounts that, basically somebody had a chart and a graph. I swear to God, the only charts that I understand are pie charts. We all know that. But somebody had a chart and a graph that they made. A scientist on Twitter. Hold on, let's look at this. This is absolutely crazy. I just showed Andrea this. I was like, what is going on on this planet? Okay, I'm going to share this. And let me show you the power of the dark side. If I were the dark side. I'm not the dark side, Antonio, don't worry. I'm not, All right, this is the power of the dark side. And this person here, I don't know who this person is, but they've only tweeted 35 times. They have 35 tweets. This is a chart showing Chuck Wendig's Twitter from 9:30, that's September 30th, until 10:12, that's October 12th. Where did he get fired? Did he get fired right here? No, wait, when did he get fired? Was it the 12th? Look at this. See this orange? These are puppet accounts, according to this chart. Friday, Chuck Wendig lost his contract with Marvel Star Wars because of his Twitter. His mistake was to attract sketchy Twitter. He shouldn't have attracted us. We're sketchy Twitter. That was his first mistake. His mistake was to be so attractive to us. He should have been, I don't know, a little more repugnant to us.
We couldn't help ourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, we see those, those tweets, them tweets, fine as a motherfucker. Anyway, so he attracted sketchy Twitter, probably via Ethan Van Sciver. Now, me? What do you mean me? Like I consider myself kind of just an amused observer of Chuck Wendig. Chuck Wendig came into my radar when he posted a lot of stuff about my Soy Load t-shirt. He didn't like my Soy Load t-shirt, and he started tweeting out about Ethan Van somebody or other, whatever. I think he called me Ethan Van somebody with my Soy Load t-shirt, and telling people that I had some kind of boycott campaign against Solo, which was not true. I encouraged people to go see Soylo. I wanted them to see it. But yeah, I did also want to make fun of it. Apparently that was not okay. That is how Chuck Wendig came under my scrutiny. And you know, every now and then he would come out and say some ridiculous stuff. I think he had me blocked. He had me blocked while he was making fun of my t-shirts. But people send me stuff, and so I would say, look at this guy. This is the way SJW Star Wars is. You know, they allow people like this to work there. And he was just one of many, many, many examples that I would use from time to time. Not a particularly important one. I never thought Chuck Wendig was anything to concern myself over. You know, my targets to get removed from Star Wars were, of course, the king and the queen of SJW Star Wars, Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy. And if that ain't punching up, I don't know what is. You know, I wanted those two people removed from Lucasfilm. Chuck Wendig, you know, what the hell? He just writes some comic books, wrote some bad novels that I didn't read.
He wasn't even part of the royal family.
Yeah, not a concern of mine. Not at all a concern of mine. Is that Doug TeNapel?
That's me, buddy.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets, Comicsgate Live. So this is the thing. So this chart here shows, okay, this graph is tweets to from Wendig before after his civility tweets on 10/6. So I don't really know. These are verified tweets. I'm verified, so somewhere in here would be me. Normal. These are normal tweets at him. Anonymous tweets are yellow, and then puppets. Now I don't know how you can tell what a puppet account is, but look at these look at this conglomeration of puppet accounts. Now this all makes sense. The only thing that's weird is that I am involved somehow. I'm involved in this mysterious thing. The black line is the share of tweets coming from sketchy accounts, totally anonymous or sock puppets. Puppet tweets improbably often, less than 70 a day, or more than 70. Is this more than 70 a day? Yeah,
That's less than.
Less than, okay. The Wendig Twitter controversy happened because a bunch of fake accounts latched on. It all died out by Wednesday. People were bored. It was news. The news cycle was over. Why was the explosion of puppets read so long after the original tweet storm? The puppets probably found Wendig via Ethan Van Sciver. On the second graph, there is a line for Ethan Van Sciver's tweet of a YouTube video about Wendig. All right, so this is the influence of Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Is this it? So when I
Well, you have influence for triggering puppets.
I guess
Orange puppets.
So I posted. I am the only one who posted a video about Chuck Wendig or talked about Chuck Wendig. Indeed, and this is what happened when I did. Bloop, right here. Okay. I believe. Again, the only kind of charts that I understand are pie charts. But this is so suddenly all of these people started attacking Chuck Wendig because of my video. The only news item, the only person who documented this incident was me, I guess. And this was all my fault. Wendig's firing was a win for Comicsgate. So this was all about Comicsgate. Without Ethan Van Sciver amplifying the controversy, the Twitter fight would have been much smaller. My guess is there are account farms that follow Van Sciver and other pundits for clues regarding what to troll next. Wendig's case is troubling for civil liberties and wasn't good business. Twitter fights don't reveal information about real customers. They also don't change minds. People on Twitter tend to have immovable opinions, post disingenuously, or not be people. This is all true. So essentially, I am the biggest thing on Twitter and the biggest thing on YouTube. And people sit around and they wait for me to say something, and then everyone responds with fake accounts. And most of these are probably my fake accounts. Like probably I have 70 or 80 sock puppet accounts. And it's all me. It's all me. Now, why? Why would anybody think it was all me? I don't really know. I don't know
Because
why
you have a ton of spare time on your hands. Between drawing a comic, writing a comic, inking a comic,
doing this. I'm here to.
and then doing your
Meanwhile,
your YouTube stuff.
When do you actually make when do you draw your comic?
The whole day. The whole day. But most of the day I spend attacking Chuck Wendig. Meanwhile, here's somebody that had nothing to do with it. It's not as though James Woods, for example, pointed out, retweeted Chuck Wendig with 1.8 million followers. It's not as though what the hell is that noise? Is that Donald coming in?
Hey,
He slid in on a sled. He came in on a sled.
Why am I getting blamed immediately? That was art.
I don't know. Anyway, perhaps this was more like part of the reason. James Woods with 1.8 million followers. I don't have that many. Like half that many. I have 30,000. He's got 1.8 million. So he's got more than me. And then also everyone, I don't know if you noticed this, but Ben Shapiro retweeted this and made comment on it. And so did pretty much every right-wing anybody on Fox News. They all took care of this. They all took Chuck to the woodshed for this. So why me? Why am I being isolated with my 30,000 subscribers or 30,000 followers? Why me?
Because you're the comic guy, and they can't really go after James Wood.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
This is I have 31.3 thousand followers. That's a lot, though.
That is a lot.
That is a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's not 1.8 million, though.
We'll get you there.
I hope so.
You need to make a movie. The Cyberfrog movie will do that for you.
Yeah, I would like to make a Cyberfrog movie and then become as big as James Woods.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Have James Woods do a voice for you, and you'd get access to his followers. Would see that he's a voice on your thing. He did Hades in Disney's Hercules.
Have him be Salamandroid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. But in any case, that is what's going on right now. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen. Well, I mean, I've seen people get fired from their jobs before for bad behavior. I mean, we've seen it happen. It happened with Aubrey Sitterson, and there was a reaction to it. There was definitely a response to it, but nothing like this. Never anything like this before. It was almost like everyone went, "Oh my God, there can be consequences for our behavior." Now, Morton Bay, who is the genius who did the study about Russian bots attacking Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi, has also said that he is going to do a scientific study and investigate. He's going to look into this to prove. He's going to prove that this firing was unjust and sets a bad precedent. None of these people seem to want to actually just go ahead and ask Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't want facts. I saw speculation on another. It was a Vulture article or something, and it was anything but the truth is what they were looking for. It's like they're like, we have to get behind this. What was it? And even Mark Waid himself said, like, I was being vulgar. I crossed a line. They're all going, like, there's got to be something behind this. We got to put some detectives on this and figure it out.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. This is unjust and sets a dangerous precedent. Well, it doesn't. I mean, actually, I think it sets a good precedent. And here's the thing about it. I mean, honestly, the freedom to be able to speak your mind is invaluable. It is awesome. The freedom to be able to do what you want to do to represent nobody but yourself is something that somebody like Chuck Wendig should probably prize and value. Now that he's no longer working for Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Marvel, he can be the biggest a-hole in the world.
Yeah, he should turn it on now. He should show us what he's really about.
Absolutely. Take advantage of it. Don't cry.
He was going mild on us before.
Oh, my goodness.
That was tempered, Mark Waid.
He's a free man.
Yeah. Feel free to just, wave your freak flag. Talk about kids in cages and whatever else. What was he talking about? What was he saying? Telling people to eat poop.
At the bottom of his shoe, at the bottom of his boot.
Good times. Gojirify says,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
"Oh no, go ahead. What do you know?"
I was going to say, all I know is that he uses the F word a lot.
He does use it a lot,
He
and the F
expresses
word.
himself. Oh, go ahead.
The F word that I want him to learn now is freedom.
That's better than what I was going to say.
That's the only F word he needs to learn. Freedom, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing. As I said before, with no power comes no responsibility, and I really, that is the perfect situation for an SJW. No power, no responsibility. Go be yourself now. Gojirify, thanks for $2. What's up, Antonia? Tonia.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Bagel Goose says, "Where's Cecil, the true player character?" I don't know. Custom Songmaker, those new pages from Clean Foot Bill look pretty good. The paper has dirty hand smudges, but I like to think of those as a stylistic gray dirt wash.
It's my wash. It's my ink, my dirt wash. Dirt wash is mine.
Let's see. Chuck, wing ding-a-ling-a-ling, got what was coming to him. Don't feel bad, Uncle Ethan. You've done nothing wrong. I don't feel bad at all. Long live the resistance, and let's invade Naboo. Let's do it. Sal Vader, thanks for $4.99. Picked up a bundle of Cyberfrog comics at my local shop. Uncle E, is that you in the newspaper that Cyberfrog is reading in the first issue? Yeah, I guess so. Probably. Yeah, probably. Red User 1, the chart was amateur hour undergrad work. She claimed a correlation between you and the attention Chuck got. However, her data doesn't show that. That's right. Well, I mean, it's you know what's going on is this is going to be a very deliberate. This is their next thing. Their next step is going to be about sock puppet accounts and harassment. So if they can prove, however tenuously, that I generate sock puppet accounts that harass people, well, that sounds like Milo Yiannopoulos to me. That'll get me to lose my Twitter account. So they've always got these things lined up. Their first thing was to prove to tie me to Vox Day, so that I could be a Nazi who deserved to lose my Indiegogo account. And that would have destroyed. Can you imagine if I lost my Indiegogo, what that would have done to Comicsgate?
Yeah.
That would have been devastating. So obviously that's not going to work out. And so this is the second thing, maybe deplatform me off of Twitter by proving that I, generate sock puppet harassers. I do none of these things. The thing about it is that's really comforting. And by the way, Renfamous today, Lauren, who cracks me up, came out and tried to. She's like, "We all know about your sock puppets, Ethan." I was like, "That's a swing and a miss." Like
that was a pickup line.
Yeah, I was like,
I heard that from a mile away.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, go investigate that." I have 0 sock puppets. I barely know how to work the Twitter I have. If you think I'm like, somebody said you should make more like YouTube accounts. I'm like, how? How do I? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do sock puppets. And you would notice that I was using my Twitter a lot less because I would be running sock puppets. I don't know how to. I don't want to. I'm not interested in it. And most people kind of keep their name anonymous. I don't, and that's every reason to use sock puppets. I say everything that I want to say under my own name. I think that's fairly clear. So yeah, I love the idea that she's like, there's a nice bluff that's going on. We know you have sock puppets. You know that? Okay. Good luck to you.
Well, the thing she's overlooking is just the time elements. How in the hell are you going? How you don't have time for this? Like, you're drawing a comic book, you're doing your YouTube station. I mean, the obvious is just like, how would you even have time to set up all these accounts? How would you have time to do all this espionage that they're saying you do?
I have
it's
0
impossible.
time.
I know.
I enjoy.
And you're doing like YouTube's constantly.
Right. I've set up my YouTube schedule to be this way, and I think this is the best way to do it. 9 a.m. in the morning is the morning show. And the morning show lasts for an hour and change. I'm not going to have it go on and on past noon. It's going to be an hour and change, and then I kind of cut it off. I get to work. Then we get back on at 9 p.m. So I'm working for 10 hours straight, for the most part. This is a 10 or 11-hour stretch where I'm doing nothing but drawing Cyberfrog. I will tap a little Twitter here and there. Doesn't take much energy to do that. But for the most part, I'm just drawing Cyberfrog all day. This is the best schedule, I think, for working on the comic. is just kind of having an opening and closing. And if something important happens, I'll do a nice edited video. But I don't want to just do I don't want to just do edited videos for things that don't matter. Like Boba Fett has a gun from the holiday special in the new Mandalorian show. Well, I mean, ordinarily I would have done a whole video about that, but instead I'll just mention it on a live stream. We'll do the news report on the live stream.
Ordinarily, you build a model kit of the gun.
Oh my God, yes.
Boba Fett's holiday special, and you are a holiday special aficionado now.
I love the
gleaned
holiday
that
special.
thing.
I got to be honest with you. I made Donald watch it. Donald, how did you feel about it?
Oh my god.
It was his homework. He had to do it. I said, Donald, if you don't watch the holiday special all the way to the end, and by the way, we're going to find out if he watched to the end right now, because he's going to tell me what happened at the end. If he doesn't watch it all the way through from beginning to end, he's cut off.
He's off the show.
He's off the show. There'll be no more support. It was his homework assignment.
Ethan, if you want to move books on, that'd be a great punishment. If you want to move books on your show, you got to watch Holiday Special and take a quiz.
No more talking.
Cyber quiz.
Kick Doug.
Donald, what happened at the end of the holiday special? How did it end?
Hold on. I was watching it as I was working, so.
Oh, you mother!
He was multitasking.
I could not just sit through that straight watching it on the screen. It was so horrendous.
Donald,
The acting was terrible. The effects were even worse.
He's lying. He fast forwarded through.
He didn't see it.
He missed the whole B. Arthur.
I did see it.
The
I
B.
saw
Arthur
B.
twist.
Arthur. I saw B. Arthur.
What did B. Arthur do?
She was singing some song because the Empire was trying to shut down the cantina because of a curfew.
Didn't watch it.
Shut up, Nasser. So she was singing a song trying to get everybody out.
That is true. So there was a guy who had a crush on her. How did he drink?
Poured it in the top of his head.
That's right. Okay, good job.
I will say this: my favorite part in the whole thing was the cooking show that what's her face was watching, and the woman was just doing stir and mix and stir and flip and stir and mix.
That was Harvey Korman. That was the worst part of the whole thing, Donald.
That woman singing. That woman's little cooking song was my favorite part.
That went on way too long, and I can't believe you liked it. It was horrible, Donald.
I was cracking up at that.
You liked that part?
Yeah, the cartoon went way too long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, friend. But why is Boba Fett calling everyone friend?
And why was Han Solo Chinese?
You know what's weird? Here's the thing that's weird about that. Han Solo, as drawn in that cartoon, looks exactly like his son Ben Solo in real life. They both got the. Hold on a second. Let me prove this.
I feel sorry for his son.
Maybe they did casting by the holiday special.
Oh God, no! Please.
I thought the animation was so bizarre. It reminded me of Heavy Metal. Like it looked like,
it did, yeah.
Homemade.
Because it was kind of, it was almost like rotoscoping, but on the twos.
Yeah.
Well, we know the guy. By the way, the guy who actually animated this is Comicsgate.
Yeah, he's alive, and he's I have him. I follow him on Twitter.
Is he? Well,
yeah.
Whoever designed it was bad.
All right, look at this. Isn't this interesting? By the way, let me. Oh, I got to screen share this so that you guys can see. This is very, very important because this is prescient. All right. Oh, okay. Boom. Here is Kylo Ren. Okay, notice his long horsey face. And then look at this.
Oh my gosh!
Horsey face of his father. They are exactly the same. They are. It's clear.
Nailed it.
Clear, right? Absolutely correct. Kylo Ren's horsey long face versus animated Han Solo's horsey long face.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Casting.
He's got a point there.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's his chin.
His chin, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so you didn't like the Boba Fett cartoon. Did you like Carrie Fisher singing at the end?
No.
She's so uncomfortable and she's a good actress though. She's going for it.
She sounded like she
into that
was very
song.
uncomfortable.
Well, no. The answer is yes. You did like it. The correct answer to that is yes. I did like Carrie Fisher singing at the end. There's one point where the high note is so off key, it is absolutely unreal. But did you know Carrie Fisher wanted to sing that? The whole point of her being in this was to be able to sing in the holiday special. She insisted that she be allowed to sing. And then how did it all end? Do you remember the end, the very last scene?
They all gathered for the what was it called? The Life Festival?
Life Day
thing?
Festival, yes.
At Chewbacca's home.
And then what happened at the end?
Oh, I can't remember.
Go back and watch it all over again.
Oh.
And this time,
Kick him. Kick.
this time, be prepared. At the end, they all put on red robes and they walked across the sky into the sun.
Oh, that was them? Because I was
Yeah.
looking down at that moment, and I looked back up and saw, like, what the hell? Why are the three wise men walking across the sky?
No, it was the Wookiees. They were all in red robes. They were walking across the sky into the sun. It was good stuff. So everyone's upset with you in the chat. People consider that you have failed the one assignment that you were given. And let's see. Yeah, Lama Giganti says start at the beginning, Donald. This time, take notes.
I did start at the beginning.
Eric M. Boyd says D+, Donald. New name. Yeah, your new name is D+, because you got a D+ for that assignment.
Yeah. Write a
That's
report
passing.
and then post it on your Twitter.
That's
I will.
passing.
100 pages or less, Donald.
And because you're an artist, you should have to storyboard a scene.
100 tweets or less.
Board out a scene.
I'll storyboard the cartoon. It'll look better.
Donald, what I want you to do is I want you to draw B. Arthur in her role as the cantina bartenderess,
Jeez.
and I want you to make it cool. Now, people are giving you grades: D-, F-.
Screw that person.
Doc S says, "Damn it, Ethan! Making him watch that a second time will violate the Geneva Convention."
See? Yeah, see? I'm with him.
You have failed for the last time, Admiral, says Johnny Torch. That is correct. Terrible. All right. Well, good job, Donald. Thank you for watching the Star Wars Holiday Special. Did it make you feel like Christmas was on the way?
No, it made me feel like death was on the way.
It wasn't that bad, was it? Yeah, it was.
Look,
It's the perfect
Sharknado is one of my
Halloween
favorite movies,
special.
okay?
Yeah.
And that was horrible.
That was worse than Sharknado?
Yes. I would rather watch all the Sharknado movies back to back. They were at least funny.
I thought this was pretty funny though. So, were you attracted to Luke Skywalker at all? In the way
He had full soap opera makeup on.
he did. He looked really womanly. He looked like Luke
Mascara.
Skywalker's sister.
He
Were
did
you
look pretty
confused?
feminine.
Yeah.
But I did like Carrie Fisher's braless attire.
Yeah, I know. Why did they make her go braless?
She's never allowed to wear a bra in the Star Wars universe.
It's so that you'll watch it.
You gotta let them hang free, baby. Let them fly.
Yeah.
She's hippie. She's a hippie.
Yeah, it was the era of bra burning. I mean, it was, but I mean, still, it's a little upsetting. A little upsetting to look at that braless underneath a big white flowing robe.
And a bit of a turn on.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and she's probably 13 years old.
Yeah. Roundhead Ryan says, I'm going to make it my personal mission to have Kathleen Kennedy run against Trump in 2020. Oh my God, that would be horrible. Gojirfi says EVS is the Frank Oz of Twitter. Yeah, that is me. I am the Frank Oz of Twitter going, no, Bert and Ernie are not gay. Why would you think that? Just like being attacked by weirdos and then just trying to fight for the integrity and the sexual integrity of my puppets. My
Ethan has
sock
a
puppets.
Yeah, you have a puppet on your hand right now.
Yeah, he's running all his
sock
Twitter
puppets.
accounts while he's doing this video. He's over there posting right now.
What if they started to say that? What if they started to say all my sock puppet accounts were gay? And I was like, they're not gay. They just live together. They're friends.
Oh, you'd
And
be Teflon if they were gay.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know. Jaeger Bomb, thanks for $5. Do you think Comicsgate will end up like Gamergate? Keep fighting the good fight. May the door hit Wendig's sorry ass on the way out. How did Gamergate end up?
I don't even know what Gamergate is.
I don't really either, to be honest.
Yeah, it was never really tightly defined. It was the thing that it didn't have that Comicsgate has is Comicsgate has an audience that is tuned into the show
We
and
have
has
an
kind of a
Ethan.
way more commonality to them, whereas Gamergate was more scattered and people didn't have the cultural strength or voice that Trump provided. So you'll see a lot of these are like white wing backlash. Some of them are these days because Trump provided kind of cultural cover for people who think they can stand up and win instead of just always cower down and be quiet. And there's a lot of cower down and be quiet in Gamergate. But it was really just about gaming journalism, was dive bombing reviews of games based on what some of the employees said or did. And it was all, left-wing journalists knocking down right-wing gamers.
Yeah, I think here's what Gamergate was about. Supposedly, it was like, hey, there was a really bad game. People thought it was a bad game that was getting all these positive reviews, and it turned out that perhaps there were favors of a loving,
sexual loving favor kind of.
Yes. I'm trying to be there. We're kids watching, but
allegedly.
And that is why. So it turned out that there were people who could be influenced in journalism about the quality of your games that you're developing. It's a whole different world for me. I didn't know you could develop video games. That's how naive. I didn't know that there were amateur game developers, but there are. Now a bunch of them are doing Cyberfrog games for me, which I certainly do appreciate and I'm enjoying thoroughly. Yeah. So that's what it was all about. And it turned out there was this whole culture war of, left wingers who were trying to control this or that. And who knows, it turned out to be really weird. And then it got to the point where it was like, hey, women should be allowed to be in video games, and women are being mistreated in video games. I don't know how that all sprouted out from that one little incident.
It was just Sarkeesian did a paper on it, and she became kind of the spokesman superstar.
Right.
For the left.
Cast Unicorn says your description of Gamergate is really bad. No, you don't say. It's like we're all saying we don't really know what it's about. We have a vague idea, but people are comparing it to Comicsgate, and I don't think it has much to. I don't think that much.
It has the word "gate" in it.
Yeah.
Yes. That is true.
Yeah, and comics is a lot smaller. I don't know. How did Gamergate end? How will Comicsgate end? Comicsgate is going to end like this. People are just going to stop talking about it, and we're just going to be able to publish our own books.
Yep.
And that's all it's going to be. And as time goes on, as the hysteria of our existence dies down, and as we behave ourselves, I mean, we really are kind of behaving ourselves. There are a few, I think there are a few people that I see that kind of align with Comicsgate who are misbehaving in ways that I wish they wouldn't on Twitter. But I mean, for the most part, as the main players and pros and people who are enthusiastic about, having our own little comic book industry, one that is free from the weirdness that has infected the mainstream comic book industry, that is just going to continue to exist. All we need to do is just survive this until it becomes a non-issue, and then establish ourselves, put out our books, continue to be successful. Comicsgate will end with a whole new independent uprising in comics.
Yeah, I can't wait till 25 years from now, where the legacy continues. And one of the things that I think is the most amazing about this community is that each one is sharing their platform with the new one, and so on and so on and so on. And as long as the new generations, the new people keep coming in, are doing that, then this thing can last forever, and it will just keep having new blood coming in and succeeding beyond hopefully the mainstream stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well, it can succeed alongside of the mainstream, really. I mean, we just kind of, it's basically what it is it's just a way to assert yourself. You can do your own comics. You don't need to, You don't need to appeal to any gatekeepers. You can do it on your own. You can do it all by yourself. We're showing you the means and the method, how to do it, how to market your comics, how to promote them. And yeah, I think that worries people. I think that worries certain kinds of SJWs, NPCs who want utter control over comics. They just want control over this. They want to be able to say who gets in, who gets out, who makes a living, who gets fired, who doesn't, which is why Chuck Wendig's firing is so incredibly insane to them. It's why they're shrieking like that. They thought that couldn't happen to them. They thought they delivered that kind of bad news. They didn't think they'd ever be on the receiving end of it.
They thought only the other side got fired.
Right.
That's all that's fair for them is when the other.
It's so, Doug, for somebody who was harassed and chased down the way that I think we both have been in comics by these people for our politics and maybe in some cases things that we've said, and people insisting that we be fired for those offenses, to watch these people now talk about how this sets a dangerous precedent, as though this did set a precedent. It doesn't set a precedent.
It does not. I agree.
These are the rules that they've established. And by the way, as somebody who was victimized by these rules that they established, somebody who was chased down and basically cannot work in the mainstream and still speak my mind the way that I want to, I accept it. I accept those rules.
Yeah.
I've gone, oh, this is the way the game is played. Great. That's fine. I'm willing to play in this arena with those rules. But when those rules actually affect these people themselves, you can't believe it. Yeah. And to me, it's so, is it immature? What is it? Like,
they thought their politics were on the right side and that was a job guarantee.
Yes.
They were virtue signaling to keep their job. Remember when Weinstein got nailed, the first thing he said was, okay, guys, we're going to put this behind us and I'm just going to keep going on to attack the NRA. And he thought that was all it took.
Yeah.
Forgiven for everything he did. They know that culture's on their side and they lean on it and they're comfortable in it. We know culture isn't on our side as far as the leftist artsy culture. So we have to be extra frosty and twice as good and harder working. I'd rather be here.
I would too. I like what we're doing. Where is John Malin? John Malin, why don't you ever come in here? You're always in the chat and never on the panel. And we could really use you.
Six figures, John.
Is he?
Yeah, congratulations, John.
Six figures,
Malin Militia.
Yeah. All right. So, John Malin, will you come in here or no? Can you hear me? The link is in the room. Please come in here. I could use your company right now because John Malin has stuff to say.
Is that a hint? The rest
no, not about you guys. I'm seeing what he's saying in the chat, and I'm like, come on in here and say it. Oh,
he says he has no link.
Yeah, he's not in the room.
What?
How is John not in the room?
Either when you made that room, you left a
lot of people thought they thought it was serious. So when John came to me and said, "Does Ethan have something wrong with me?" I said, "Yeah."
Oh, really?
Outs.
John, you're in the room now. I'm really sorry. I thought I got everyone. Hold on a second.
Right. For like a week, I'm like, what did I do to Ethan? He hates me now.
I just added Critias to the room. Critias wasn't even in the room.
No, he wasn't supposed to be on the list.
It's not true.
Death detective stuff out of the room.
Well, let me just do a real quick check here and scroll down and see. He's in there. Okay. Art Tiber just got added. I forgot to add him until I think today.
You forgot to add. That's all.
Thank you.
Who else? Don't say something. No, don't say somebody because there might be somebody that you named that I'm like, that guy. I don't want to. Yeah.
Wait, is that what happened with me?
Chuck Wendig?
Nasser, no, that's not what happened. Chuck Wendig is not
here now.
Nasser, that's not what happened to you. What happened to you was somebody blocked you or you blocked somebody. And because of that, now I got to put the link back in the
I know, Ethan. I was just making a joke.
Yeah. Because of that. All right, there we go. No, that's Indiegogo. Hold on a second. It's like God only knows what. And these people think I can make sock puppet accounts and run them. You understand?
Right.
Genius. I love it.
All right.
They never watched your channel for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm very clever about some things, but I'm not very smart at other things.
Play the piano, man. Play the piano.
Yeah, I can play piano.
Play piano.
I can
That's
do that.
genius. That's all
No
you need.
problem. All right. So anyway, just odd, just weird.
Yeah, I see you now. I mean, yeah, if John can't see this, then he's blind.
John, are you coming in? Yeah. All right. So EVS, you were officially in these NPCs' heads, says Mike Jenkins. Yeah, I am, man. Well, I think I'm target number one. I think that's what. It's nothing special about me. I'm just they feel like they already kind of took Zach out, or Zach is busy doing something else. So
Fulfilling 3 campaigns. I don't know.
yeah, and the lawsuit and everything. So I guess like it's you want to take me out. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty effective. I'm good at selling comics. MW70, they should take me out. MW77, thanks for $1.99. Did you hear about Elizabeth Warren's blood test? I saw it on Twitter. John Malin, welcome.
Hey, hi everyone. How are you doing?
John, 6 figures biatch.
Yeah, I made it. Ta-da! Like 2 days ago. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone in chat and Random Menace. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Malin is
Congrats,
love.
John.
Malin is life.
Malin
So-
Militia.
The Malin Militia, I like that a lot. Do like that a lot. So what do you think about Elizabeth Warren's blood test? I heard that it revealed that she had some Native American in it, but I don't know how much, and I don't know what that was all about. Does anybody have info?
It was such a small amount that it went back, they said 6 to 10 generations. So like over 100 years ago,
Yeah.
someone was part Native American. It was such a small, and
Yeah.
in fact, the Cherokee Council actually came out and said that she was quote unquote claiming to be Native American, and it was like a detriment to real Native Americans. They were offended.
Well, yeah, I mean, she would have taken someone's spot, right?
Well, she actually, that's what she put that on her college thing or something, got some kind of minority scholarship, I thought they said, when
Yeah.
yeah,
Status.
she claimed minority status and got some kind of grant.
Which means all of us probably have more extraterrestrial blood in us than she has Native American blood.
Well, she's a horrible, horrible woman. Here she is, Elizabeth Warren, hit with Cherokee backlash over DNA test. So
That's a great headline. That is a great headline.
Yeah, I am so waiting for her to announce that she's running.
Senator Elizabeth Warren trumpeted Monday DNA test showing she has a smidgen of Native American blood, although no more than the average U.S. white person, even as Cherokees accused her of dishonoring them with her dubious claims of tribal ancestry. Oh my God. Cherokee Nation's Secretary of State Chuck Hoskin Jr. Said the Massachusetts Democrat was undermining Native Americans with her attempt to prove her tribal heritage using genetic testing, calling it inappropriate and wrong. Using a DNA test to lay claim to any connection to the Cherokee Nation or any tribal nation is even vaguely is inappropriate and wrong, said Mr. Hoskin in a statement. It makes a mockery out of DNA tests and its legitimate uses while also dishonoring legitimate tribal governments and their citizens whose ancestors are well documented and whose heritage is proven. Senator Warren, you horrible, is undermining tribal interests with her continued claims of tribal heritage, he concluded. Kim Tallbear, that guy definitely is a Native American. Tallbear.
Tallbear.
I don't.
He's one of my people.
By the way, I met Barack Obama's Secretary of Indian Affairs. Did you know that? He's a friend of mine, and he named me Yellow Eagle. He named me Yellow Eagle. So that is my. I don't know if I have any Native American blood at all, but he named me Yellow Eagle because of my blonde hair and my nose. That is what he said. So Yellow Eagle. Kim Tallbear, professor of Native Studies at the University of Alberta, accused Miss Warren of refusing to meet with Cherokee Nation's members who challenged her claims, blasted her for colonial settler definitions of who is indigenous. Oh my God. Senator Warren is undermining. Somebody says bald eagle. Yeah, it would have been better. Now, bald eagle is undermining tribal interests with her continued claims of tribal heritage. Kim Tallbear, she and much of the U.S. American public privilege the voices of mostly white genome scientists and implicitly cede to them the power to define indigenous identity, said Ms. Tallbear in a statement. As scholars of race have shown, bigots, is one of the privileges of whiteness to define and control everyone else's identity. So, Elizabeth Warren, what a scam artist. How could she do this to the native peoples? What, just to spite Trump, she is going to spite an entire group of indigenous American people?
Well,
how
she
dare you?
identifies as Cherokee.
Yeah, I guess you can do that. I guess you can just identify as whatever
She
you
made
want.
a lot of money off of it. She got a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
Scholarships and all
that. I find it shameful. But, I would,
it's a type of fraud. It's a type of fraud, right?
So she's a fraud.
Speaking as 1/16th Cherokee, I'm very offended.
Yeah. Is anybody in here Native American? Like, do you have any Native American blood that you know of?
I do. My great-grandfather was full-blooded. Or my great-grandmother was full-blooded.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you must be outraged by this.
I am.
I am too. I don't know if there's a listen. I come from Dutch settlers. All in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, the Van Sciver clan. I don't know. If we met any Indians and had sexy time. I don't know. But I'm not seeking any of that information out. I'm pretty sure, just looking at my pale, pasty face, that I am 100%. Well, not 100%. 25% Dutch, 25% Italian, and 50%
albino.
UK mutt. Yeah, albino. Yeah,
albino.
Vampire.
Wasn't there a recent Marvel comic that said that you're actually 100% Dutch, 100%, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and to say you're 25 or half of anything is BS?
I don't know. Is that a Marvel comic?
Yeah, they made some point in there because someone said I'm like half Irish, half Mexican, and then the girl's like, "No, you're 100% Irish and 100% Mexican."
Oh, that was Border Town.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, from Vertigo.
Oh, okay. So there you go, bigots.
Margaret Miracle says I'm 50% Sunbeam. That is correct.
I'm 100% racist.
Nasser just earned his keep with that one.
That's right. That's why you bring it. He's gold.
Yeah,
that's a true statement.
Antonio Malpica, Critias says Russian bots retreat. They have discovered us. Mr. Sacco K. I hope it's not Sacco. Doug, I saw you had Berserk. What do you think of it?
Oh yeah, I like it. I got the first 3 volumes. I like it. It's anime.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Black and white. Good. Real detailed art.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
Anime.
Everyone's pissed at Nasser right now. They all want him kicked out. They want him muted. They said cringe and all of that stuff. 100% Nasser. Mark
he's
says,
a racist.
He is a
we have to kick him out.
Yeah. Mark C says, looking forward to your next YouTube show, EVS and Lamb Chop. That's my sock puppet. My little lamb chop. Bagel Goose, what idiot hides behind an anonymous account? Wait. That's right, Cecil. Why don't you come in here? Violent Science, this is a wrap around smear job. Look it up. What is a wrap around smear job, Doug?
That I don't know. I haven't heard that. Wrap around?
Yeah, wrap around smear job. Like wrap.
Like a 360-degree smear job?
Yeah, WRAP. Wrap around smear job.
I haven't heard that term. Whatever it is, it's true.
Yeah, it's definitely true. I mean, why can't they leave me alone? I didn't do anything to Chuck Wendig except make fun of him. I mean, I think most people made fun of him when he lost his job for those crazy tweets. Why do I get singled out?
That's all Twitter does is make fun of people. Why are they coming after you for making fun of people?
I don't know.
It's like
people are saying that. Yeah, they're saying it sounds dirty. It sounds like a sex act, wraparound smear job. It does, kind of. Ew. What if it were a sex act? The smear job thing sounds really gross.
Yeah.
It
like
probably is.
I think that's on the Trump tape.
Oh yeah. When are they gonna finally find that and impeach that guy? Just find the tape. Hey, Tom Arnold, will you just find the tape and so we can impeach Trump? What are you waiting for? What is he waiting for? Is he waiting for 2020 just to impeach Trump with the tape?
That's when it's gonna drop, baby.
The N-word tape? That'll show everyone.
I've heard there's a P tape, an N-word tape, and every other kind of
Yeah,
tape.
everyone swears there's a tape out there. Just name your sin and
Yeah.
there's a tape of it. They just know it's out there. Never seen it, but they know it's
There's a
out there.
tape of Doug washing his hands.
That's true.
There's
I deny that, but I've heard rumor.
The pie tape.
I neither confirm or deny.
Terrible. Yeah, Chaotic Neutral Gaming says no, but they have that time because they have no life, so they assume you do too. They have no idea what it's like to be a successful comic book pro. They don't know because they're not in Comicsgate.
I did like how after the Wendig thing came out, like everyone became a comics aficionado, as if they'd all heard of them. They're like,
Right.
Marvel, Disney, comic book guy. They only know Stan Lee out of the entire industry. They're like, Jim Lee who?
How are
Right.
none of
Like
his
Chuck-
friends telling him to settle down, by the way? It's like you're friends with like Stephen King's son. Like these people know who you are. The biggest one is David Simon, the creator of The Wire, came out like outraged that Chuck Wendig. Is everyone a child? Like
Right.
you couldn't just say, hey, next time, keep it down a little.
Are any of these people even buying Marvel? Because they move like 10,000 copies.
Yeah, I know. If people bought the book instead of complained about the tweet, he'd probably still be working as one of the most popular writers
Right.
there is. I mean, even
Yeah.
if any one of us said what he said, everyone would be like, "Oh, hey, easy." If I got canned for saying that, and I worked for one of the studios, I'd expect it if that's how I was talking, no matter what side I was on. So I don't get the big shock and the outrage, right?
Yeah, I expect to get fired from everywhere I'm working from now on. I mean, it's going to happen. If I go work for DC, I will get fired. If I go work for Marvel, I will get fired because it's just,
Your interview is going to start with "you're fired."
That's called
Yeah.
employment.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not just that. It's that they need a show. People need a show. They need entertainment. Yeah, I just think that's definitely going to happen, and I'll enjoy it. $2. Message retracted. Well, thanks for $2. I will spend it on a Tootsie Roll, a large one. When was the last time you had a Tootsie Roll?
Halloween last year. So
Yeah.
probably a year ago.
A couple months ago.
I'm old. My teeth can't handle that. It's too chewy.
I don't know if it's too chewy.
Now
I
you
haven't.
really sound old. Art. That was an old man statement.
That's crazy.
sounded
I
really
know.
When Tootsie Roll is too chewy.
It's too much, man. It's
Too
too
chewy.
much. I'll
You'll
start
pull your
pulling
dentures
the-
out.
Yeah, I'll pull out my
Well, a
dentures.
milk dud would just splice you in half.
Oh, I love
You
you.
got-
I would-
Or
You gotta get
dogs.
the big
chance.
chunky
I would
Tootsie
take
Roll
a
and pretend
chance.
you're eating poop.
I would
Ew.
take a chance
Gross
on
people
on a sugar baby or
That is no Baby Ruths. When you open a Baby Ruth and let it float around a swimming pool, that is bad news. That is very convincing.
Baby Ruth.
it
Love
looks a
Baby
little
Ruth.
like poo.
All
does.
chocolate does. What chocolate candy doesn't?
My brother actually dropped a little bit of a Baby Ruth out of his swimming trunks in a neighbor's pool, and I had since I was his older brother, I had to go dive down for it. My brother owes me a Baby
Uh,
Why is Art always with the scat humor?
I know he's got a lot of poop information. He's got a lot of stories regarding
doing his
poop.
Raiders of the Lost Ark deep dive. Most people go for the Ark, and he's going for his brothers.
It was the deep end too. Gosh.
Valned says, "Where's Cecil? Cecil's invited. You guys, Cecil's in the room. Like, if he wants to come in, he can come in, but he just never does. He just sits in the chat and goes, "Where's Cecil?" So that's where Cecil is. Grand Inquisitor goes, "But what about the bot attack on the Wendigs?" Yeah, what about the bot attack on the Wendigs? What? Was there one? I don't know. Gojira.
Confused.
Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about at the beginning. The bot attack, the puppet. No, the bot attack was on Ryan Johnson. The Russians attacked Ryan Johnson. Wendig got attacked by sock puppets. By the way, those of you who are artists out there, if you want to like do Star Wars things where it's like, the biggest Star Wars enemies instead of stormtroopers are bots and sock puppets. Like, come up with Star Wars style sock puppet enemies and bot enemies.
Yoda's a sock puppet. That's close.
I don't think he's a sock puppet. I don't think he's made out of a sock. Do you?
Socks.
Sounds like a Jim Henson movie.
Socks. I am.
The only sock puppet, Lamb Chop is the only sock puppet I can. Is there another sock puppet, like famous sock puppet?
Kids are stupid.
Cecil. Cecil,
Famous from my
Cecil and Beanie.
generation.
Oh, Beanie and Cecil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Syphil and Ollie from my generation. I
Oh,
watched it on
that
MTV.
was a good show.
That was.
Who was the guy from the Ed Sullivan show that was like, all right?
Oh yeah, Senor Wences. Is it?
Senior Wences, but that wasn't a sock. That was a
It was
bare
his hand.
It
Yeah.
was a hand.
Yeah, that was
Put the
gross.
sock over
That
it,
was
though.
gross.
It had like
Doug
gross,
would know if that was gross.
had like gross Charo lipstick plastered all over its mouth. It looked like Charo.
That's what Doug's hand looks like right
Yeah.
now. Hold up your hand.
Yeah, it looked like. Oh,
Doug,
see?
will you do a Senior Wences with your? Hold on a second. I got the camera aimed only at me for some reason.
Yes. Yes, senor. Hold on, let me get a marker.
Yeah, please do Senior Wences with your filthy hand.
Do you have a red marker? You need some lipstick on that knuckle.
I don't have a
Oh
red
my
marker.
God, do Cecil Wences on your hand.
Okay.
Cecil Wences. I got to get a beer. Hang on. I'll be right back.
All right, let me do some Cecil here. I'll just put a little mustache on it. It will be the Cecil.
wash me. Thank you.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right.
This is Senor Wences.
Oh, look at you.
Hey.
Hold on, I gotta get it on Doug here. Cecil Wences.
Oh,
Did you use a marker? Or did you just scratch that into your
Hello.
hand?
Man, I didn't do a good job on that one. Hold
Oh,
on.
my people.
I gotta get it back on model.
Do it better. Do a better one. Let's Cecil Wences.
Yeah, Doug, be best.
Doug, pull back a little bit. I think it's too close to the camera.
Yeah, keep going back.
Keep going back to the wall.
Have we already discussed?
Oh, senor.
That doesn't look like Cecil at all.
Where's the
But I am
mustache?
Cecil. This is what I look like when I take my mask off.
I'm afraid what I'm going to be doing to Doug later.
Why can't my friends and my hand and I just be
Yeah, that's why I'm
friends?
going to be making eye contact.
This is what Senior Winters would always do. He always go, oh, and you go. See that move right there? Oh, senor.
I was doing that on my channel weeks ago.
What if we,
Well-
hey, Ethan, what if we all did those little hand puppets? We each draw our own hand and we put that on camera. We still have the mic on and we do a whole show with just our hand puppets.
I just want Smuggler's back.
That's the only hand puppet in the world that has bad breath.
Cecil, give us Smuggler.
Kukla. This is Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Oh, Kukla.
Chocolate flavored kisses for my team.
Yeah.
Doug, why
Let me
did
see
you?
if I can do it? I want to do it. Let me see if I can do a snake. Here's the snake. This is my
Okay.
favorite hand thing. Right here.
Oh,
See
God.
that? It's a snake.
Hilarious.
How's
Doug
that?
missed his calling.
For
Oh my
Smuggler.
gosh.
But
Doug, why
it's-
did you
it's
shave your
smart.
mustache like Ra's al Ghul?
Oh,
what are you doing?
He looks Amish.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
it. It's my Amish look.
You
First of
cozy
all-
up to the Amish so you can for Armageddon or something?
First of all, Movember is coming. That's when everyone's supposed to grow a mustache. So I will shave only my mustache in rebellion. Number one.
Okay.
Number two is I'm taking scuba lessons with the whole family.
Ah,
And so when you put that rubber mask on and it's cramping down on my big meaty mustache, it was like cramming my whiskers into my lip for like 4 hours straight. And it was just getting all grindy and air was steeping in. It was breaking the seal. So I just shaved my mustache and the next day. I was
Do you-
And it
done.
works.
do you own
25
that
feet.
equipment or do you rent it?
We're renting it just to get us all certified.
So remember this, everybody. Somebody has to use that regulator after him. A guy who doesn't brush his teeth for weeks at a time.
That's right. I scrubbed most of the blood off, and I'm in remission.
Hopefully,
rental.
hopefully the scuba instructor sanitizes it before he gives it to somebody
He's going to watch one of your videos. He's going to learn how to hold his breath.
Yeah.
Oh God.
My people.
My people.
Gojirify, by the way, wants Donald to watch the holiday special all over again, but this time with a body cam recording. I don't think that's a bad idea at all, Donald, and I think honestly you're obligated to do such a thing.
I'll tell you what, I will live stream watching it,
I think maybe you should.
and everybody will get my reaction to all the garbage that's on the video.
I don't think it's garbage. I think it's there's some good stuff in there.
Did we already do a reaction? Forget about the reaction to that garbage. Did we get a reaction to that picture Art put up of his daughter today?
What?
Oh gosh.
Whoa.
Oh.
She's my age, you know.
Oh yeah, Art has a beautiful teenage daughter.
He put up a picture of
That's what Cecil is leering over. Art, yeah, that's great. I mean, how old is she, first of all?
She's 21.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
am
but
I.
I think she did that a couple years ago. She was modeling for a pumpkin patch, so they took photos and they used that to advertise for the pumpkin patch there.
Okay, so here's the question: how old is she in the photo?
I think it was 2 years
Oh,
ago.
God.
So
19.
19.
Sucks to be a dad of a daughter, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Poor Art.
Anyway, I was just going to compliment you. She's gorgeous. It was a great picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
I saw-
I'm glad you behaved yourself.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Good job.
Awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to allow these guys to act like mugs.
I said nothing out of line.
I know. You're fine. You're fine.
I just thought you were.
Yeah.
I respect Art too much to have liked that photo.
Yes. Thank you. Liked in quotes.
You want to know who wouldn't even look at that photo? Mark Wade.
Because
His lawyer did.
He respects women too much. He would
Just
gouge
look
them.
away. Just look away.
When they walk across the sky, they're skywalkers, says Vince Garrett. Mark C says Uncle E. B. Arthur has not one but two mugshots online. Is that true?
Yeah, because she was a 60s radical. She was in those marches.
She was?
Yeah, B. Arthur's a total women's lib, burn your bra. Yeah.
Yeah, genius.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Did they hit her with mace or anything like that? Like,
Not
Whoa.
back then.
Looks like they hit her with a stick.
Toxic masculinity is a pretty common thing around here.
it is. Thank goodness. Eddie
I
Wilson.
can only pray to get as masculine as B. Arthur.
Yeah. I'm working out to make my way to B. Arthur. Dumb.
Eddie Wilson wants to know where Cecil is. He's right here, and I think that's a good thing. Everyone's glad that Cecil's here.
Well, if he's here, we keep him out of trouble, right? We keep
That's
him off
right.
the streets.
Cecil would be running the streets if we let him. Cecil would be. I could picture Cecil as a mob boss.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think he'd be stuffing rags in those bottles and lighting them on fire and just throwing them at businesses.
Yeah. He's like John Polito in Miller's Crossing, the boss guy.
Yeah.
You give me the hi-hat.
Yeah.
I'd hate to see anything bad happen to you.
Hate to see anything bad happen to you. Hate to see anything bad happen to you.
I could say this. Your envelope's a little light this month. Knuckles, help him find his checkbook.
Knuckles, take out his knees. Get the drill.
Oh, gosh. Not the drill.
John Malin, would you be a mob boss or would you be a soldier?
A mob boss. I was
Malin
with
would be
all
a mob
all
boss.
of my-
He'd be like Gotti, who was an enforcer for years. He got a big kill count, and then he worked his way up to boss.
Mm.
That's how I see Malin.
My consigliere.
A button.
Teflon Don.
Do you see him as the real John Gotti, or do you see him as that weird John Travolta John Gotti?
I only recognize the John Travolta version.
No.
It's not.
I didn't watch that yet. Is that any good?
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's the worst piece of garbage ever.
God.
It looks so bad because I used to love Travolta, and now he's like, "Hey, my hair's leaving, but I'm gonna pretend it's not leaving, and then draw me some hair on."
He was
Yeah.
better mob boss in Hairspray. He did a better
Yeah.
job.
I just
wasn't
you
he the mob boss in Punisher? That first Punisher movie?
Oh yeah, he wasn't good in that. That's what I'm
No.
saying. He's starting to get bad in a lot of these movies here.
Wait, the Dolph Lundgren one?
No. Oh, actually, it was
No,
the
no.
second one.
The Thomas Jane one.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane one.
Oh yeah, the second one.
It's just weird. John Travolta as like John Gotti. It brings a new like greasing the union is a little, you know. Grease is the word. It's the word. Like that guy is forever going to be what's his name in Saturday Night Fever. He is that character forever. He could never be what's his name? Not Danny.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Something
What's
with a T.
Tenaglia, something like that.
No, not Danny Terrio.
Danny,
Who did he play in Saturday Night Fever?
Danny Terrio.
That's who you're thinking of. Hold on a
I
second.
think so. Yeah.
it was Danny.
And that was also an answer. Tony Manero.
Danny Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
Danny Zuko. No, Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever. Danny Zuko was Grease, right?
No,
Yes.
yeah, was he? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny and
I
Grease.
love Grease.
What was his
And
name?
Sandy D.
Yeah, Vinny Barbarino. That was his name.
Vinny Barbarino.
Burrito.
I don't know. I can't see John Travolta do. I wish he would dance more.
No, he's fat and out of shape now.
He danced in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He
But
won
he
the
didn't
dance.
dance the way I wanted him to. I wanted him to disco dance, and I don't know why he won't do that anymore. Do you think he can still do it or no?
No, he's
What
got
is he's worn it
big
off?
fat belly
And his
now.
muscle memory. Of course he can. He did the Batusi in Pulp Fiction.
Cecil,
Yeah, but,
have you been drinking today enough to dance?
I'm not your fucking dancing monkey. Get this off your request list. No.
So that's a yes.
So that's a yes.
It's either
No.
that or smuggling. Pick one.
No,
He's
I
not
have
doing it, and not until in any case, not until Martina's in here. Why would he do it without Martina? Like,
Yeah, at least she could give me a lesson.
Cecil's not in demand yet.
everyone loves Cecil.
That's an Indiegogo joke.
Oh, Ian Howe says, everyone please check out Sway Rain on Indiegogo. It needs some Comicsgate love. Antonio Malpica, how you doing?
What's going on? Hey guys, how's everything? How's everybody?
Yo.
He says, what do you call a mime that talks? Not Donald and Nasser. That's right. They don't talk. Nasser does talk every now and then, but then he says something funny.
I came on because you guys talking about gangster stuff, and I like conversations like that.
Those are the guys, they keep their mouth shut. Like, I would get Donald and Nasser out there on the street whacking people. Like,
Well,
they'd be my buttons.
I find Antonio highly suspect because he works in construction and left New York under mysterious circumstances for Florida.
And has enough tattoos to be an MS-13.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. No, but like Donald and Nasser would totally be your button men because they would keep their mouths shut. They would just, look, I made Donald watch the Star Wars Holiday Special. You think I couldn't make him kill someone for me?
Not again.
Not again.
That
was a good one.
Ethan, you need to read the article in the Atlantic about mainstream America's rejection of PC culture. Progressive activists are a tiny fringe. Doug, do you think that's true or false? Doug left.
I think.
Oh, there he is.
I fell out. Sorry, my internet
Fell over.
was going caca.
Hey, Doug.
Doug, don't ever
In the
pool.
apologize for leaving.
God damn, this is a weird stream already. I mean,
Hey, just hang with us for a second, Ethan. We haven't found our chemistry yet. Just give it a little more.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like we're talking about poop and all kinds of weird stuff.
I'm not talking about food.
All right, look, Ethan, you need to read the article in The Atlantic about mainstream America's rejection of PC culture. Progressive activists are a tiny fringe. How do you feel about that, Doug?
Brother. Dead air, Doug.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Doug died.
It's totally true. There's
Doug, Doug,
kowtow to the small minority.
Smugless, yeah. Could you please
These people, they're the squeaky wheel that get the grease. Really, they're just yipping chihuahuas. No,
Grandpa,
Thank you, Smuggler. Thank you.
can you hear us, Grandpa?
My computer's jacking up. I don't know if it's my internet signal or what.
Everyone's so happy that Cecil just did Smuggler's.
I'm happy.
freaking out.
Cecil, take over. Take over.
Oh my god.
That's
Hey,
right.
Cecil, you answered the question for him.
We've lost our collective backbone in this country. We just kowtow to these Lilliputians.
I've never used Lilliputian. How dare you?
I heard you,
Not yet.
I've said, well, you should use it because you like to stomp on villages.
That's right.
My Lilliputian people.
My people.
All people are little people to me.
That's true.
This is huge. I use the best words.
All right. Let me try to get control of this here. Did you hear? Oh wait. Did they scalp her in peaceful protest? That's what people want to know about Elizabeth Warren. Gojirify says, did you hear about that Stormy Daniels case?
I saw that.
Yeah, so let's just catch up on that, Doug. I know you want to hear about it. All right, hang on a second here.
Yeah, tell us about the porn star.
Yeah, a porn star that I would not. I don't want to see her do anything. I don't know. All right, Stormy Daniels' defamation suit against Trump tossed out on First Amendment grounds. A federal judge in Los Angeles on Monday threw out adult film actress, she's an actress, Stormy Daniels' defamation lawsuit against President Trump on free speech grounds. The court agrees with Mr. Trump's argument because the tweet in question constitutes rhetorical hyperbole, normally associated with politics and public discourse in the U.S. U.S. District Court Judge Otero in Los Angeles said in a ruling on Monday, as Bloomberg reported, the First Amendment protects this type of locker room talk. It's locker room talk. That's all. It's just locker room talk. As Fox News reported previously, Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, doxed, sued the president in April over a tweet in which he denied her claims of being threatened by a man in a Las Vegas parking lot. What goes on out there? Everybody's having way more fun than me. You know what I mean? Like they're threatening porn stars in parking lots. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not doing anything like that.
Because you're a good family man.
Boring.
But did your estimation? Yeah, thank you. Did your estimation of Trump go up or down when you got a look at Stormy Daniels?
Well, first of all, I need to see her then, because Daniel said a man was threatening her for going public about an alleged sexual encounter with Trump in 2006. All right, that was 12 years ago. I've seen her now, and I feel like that would be a bad thing.
12 years ago, also in porn star years. Those are rough. Those are high mileage years.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
probably 20. She's 26 now.
12 porn star years is like being 380 years old.
Yeah, you're not incorrect there. Trump has denied the affair took place and cast doubt on her story of being threatened. He cast doubt on it. Oh, here she is right here. She's a lovely woman. You know, lovely woman. A sketch years later about a non-existent man, a total con job, playing the fake news media for fools. But they know it, Trump tweeted.
But did you see the sketch that she gave to the sketch artist? It's the spitting image of her ex-husband.
How about that?
Scroll up a little bit.
I see it. No, wow. Hold on a second. Let's zoom in on this. Yeah, that's hilarious.
She had to make something up. She had to make up somebody while she was there, and then she just picked her ex-husband.
So this guy's the thug, yeah, and she described her husband as a thug. Fantastic.
He doesn't
That
have
is
a great
awkward.
imagination.
Well, I mean, the guy's great. Look at his smirk. I gotta be like this. What do I gotta do? I gotta just run every day and then just get greasy. I gotta get.
You gotta get greasy.
I gotta just get greasy like this. I want to have this look on my face all the time. I'll need hair implants so that I can do bad. Like, here's the thing: I would get hair implants and then do stupid things with it, like
Then
this.
shave your head.
I'd get a man bun after I got hair implants. I'd be a total jackass if I could just. What is this around his neck? I could get one of these, and then a tattoo all the way up my arm, and I'd just be. Damn, I want to be that guy.
Would you dye your hair black?
Yeah. Well, no, I like being blonde. I like being blonde. But I could still be this guy. You know, I'm sure I could do it. You know, it would take some effort and I'd have to be a little bit more unctuous.
A little dedication, Ethan, and you'll get there.
Yeah.
But you know, the whole Stormy Daniels thing was not a waste of time because we did find out about President Trump's cock. He has a big bulbous mushroom head, apparently.
I would have guessed that. I don't spend a lot of time.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would not be thinking about another man's junk.
Yeah, but if you asked,
what are you, homophobic?
Twice, yeah.
Information I really didn't need.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
It's in the book.
Anyway.
It's in the book.
Yeah, she put it in the book, but that's like, I'm like, wow.
All right. So in any case, Trump wins again after being humiliated thoroughly. Trump does win after being humiliated thoroughly. Like that's the thing about Trump. He dragged through the mud.
I don't think he was ever humiliated. That's the thing.
He doesn't have shame, right? I mean, he doesn't.
he didn't seem broken up by it.
No.
She was a whore.
It is hua. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. We call her Chief Spreading Bull here in Massachusetts, says Steve Fernald. Ian Howe, I'm halfway through One Dirty Tree. It's pretty good. Also, am I one of the bad actors on Twitter? I could tone it down if you want. Boss. Well, I mean, calling me boss probably isn't great, but no, I don't. Ian, I don't think so. One Dirty Tree, by the way, is my brother who was a cartoonist. He did a book about our childhood, and so that's what that book is about. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for supporting Noah Van Skyver. Critias says, if you had a yellow booger, would he have called you Yellow Eagle Small Booger? I have Native American Taino blood. Critias, explain yourself. What does that mean?
I have Taino blood from Puerto Rico. I'm Native
Taino.
American. Yeah.
What's Taino mean?
It's a small tribe that they believe kind of became extinct, and by I guess breeding with other races, But it's still believed that there's still some around, like pure blood.
Interesting. Okay. Chris Chambers says 1024th means a Cherokee sneezed near her grandpa. That's about right. Alex G says they used samples from Peru, Mexico, and Colombia for Warren's test. They pushed the story and the media ran with it, but later pushed retractions. Fake news. I love it.
I saw that they didn't use North American Indian DNA. She matched up with South American, like Honduran or something.
Yeah, that is hilarious. She's such a piece of garbage. I
don't
really
know
don't
why
like
she
her.
fell for it. She really blew it. She's not smart. I'm upset that she fell for the whole thing.
Yeah. Tyler Preston just watched the Charmed reboot. It was awful. Did anybody watch the Charmed reboot?
No, but I heard
think
about
Ben
it.
Jones watched it.
I heard someone in it says like you're a stupid cis straight male or something, and I just face palmed when I heard that.
Really?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Is Alyssa Milano in it?
No, it's got black people in now. So.
Yeah.
Is Charmed all black people now? Hold
No,
on.
it's like I thought one of them's like Latina or something. It's like it's all minorities. It's like
Who is watching the original?
I did watch the first like 3 seasons of the original.
Jeez.
Did you really?
Yeah. I used to watch like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and they would wrap all that shit together. So. It's like then I got.
Wow, this looks horrible. Let me just say, I have boy, I'll tell you something. Hold on, let's share the screen here. This looks,
but was Charmed ever good though?
No, it was always bad, but at least these two women are.
At least they were white before.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang,
You do need to be kicked.
NASA.
I did so well.
They're 100% racist there.
By the way, all of these clips, when Nasser says stuff like that, Renfamous takes a 15-second clip of it and runs it all over
then she
Twitter.
gets brokenhearted when she finds out it's Nasser.
Yeah, right. Them on Comicsgate, they said that it was better before. Yeah.
She's like, why couldn't Ethan say that? Why does it have to be Nasser?
I said something like that once. I said something like ironically racist like 3 nights ago, but it was perfectly timed and it was exquisite. What was it that I said? Oh, somebody said, "Look, Ethan, like I'm one of your fans, and I'm a vegan, left wing, something." And I said, "As long as you're white." Or they said, "Yeah, they said you've got diverse fans," and I said, "As long as you're white." So that was pretty racist, but it was a good joke. All right, look, Charmed reboot 10 times the CW's premiere honored the original series. Look at this. Aside from these two women are attractive, kind of. This woman has a strange Picasso face. Look at them now. What is this?
They all look constipated.
Hey,
are these the three girls? Are they?
Yeah. The ones on the bottom. Yeah.
I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch her at all because I don't like her forehead or her thick jaw. I don't want to watch her at all. Like she looks like a thick is the only word I can think of.
Well, the original Charmed cast had a lot of like busty girls in it. Had Rose.
Yeah, that I wanted to bang. Yeah.
The chick from 902 and all those girls.
Yeah, every single one of those girls, I wanted them.
Yeah. So
let's launch the gallery here.
Yeah, even Rose McGowan when Shannon left, I wanted her too. And then Manson was banging
Rose
her.
McGowan is a cutie. I like in her prime.
Not now. Yeah.
No, I even like her now because she seems completely out of her mind, which is something.
You like that? You like that?
That's the Harvey Weinstein penis.
She would stab me.
Oh,
stab me in my sleep.
What's crazy is hot.
Yeah, if I slept with Rose McGowan, there's no way I'd live through the night. She'd look over at me while I was sleeping. It would remind her of Harvey Weinstein, and she would stab
Cecil would die with the biggest smile on his face.
Like the Joker. Yeah.
The Joker.
Joker Cecil.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at here. I don't really get this at all. But
we want to grade the new cast of Charms on their looks. Are there any pictures? We're gonna.
Yeah, well, this is. Yeah, like all right, they're not. I don't think they're meant to be hot though. I think they're meant to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Maybe they're good looking, but they're dumbing.
I got a wife for that.
Sort of like making them plain on purpose. Because
they're just like, I don't know. Like I would see these girls kind of on the bus and be like, oh yeah, how you doing?
Can we talk about the type of hair care products that minority women use that are different?
Oh, please, it's a long overdue.
Yeah,
we've ignored this topic for far too long, Antonio. Thank God.
I can guarantee that there is a lot of Afro sheen and different things.
What in her hair in the middle?
Yeah. I know black women, you gotta really work on it, man. You gotta get that hair moisturized.
Yeah, coconut
It's a
oil,
process.
stuff.
So you're saying it's not natural?
Well, I mean, like that. If although she looks like she's biracial, so her hair has a little bit more. If she was a little darker, they'd have it, and her hair was flat like that, they would have to be pressing it and putting that stuff in there. They have to keep it going, man. Because if you miss a day, it's a wrap, man. It's like the wolf man; it turns off on you.
Oh man! Somebody please remind all the SJWs watching that Antonio's black.
No,
here's a better shot.
No, that's Art talking.
Yeah, that was me. Yo. We all the white women.
Yeah, Art was saying that if black girls miss their hair treatments for one day, they turn into the wolf man.
No, let me do this. Where the white women at?
All right, look. Art, is this better? Here they are right now, summoning demons with a Ouija board. Which do you prefer? I don't like. Honestly, I gotta say, I'm down here. I gotta be honest with you. Alyssa Milano can go to hell. This one was never. No, have you read her Twitter? Seriously.
Oh yeah, I mean her personally. Yeah, I thought you meant her looks.
Yeah, get her out of here. And her, I don't really. She's a cipher to me. I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay. There's a little cutiness going on here in her face. She's the prettiest of all of them.
Yes, I agree.
This is the chunk right here. This is the chud. I'm not crazy about this one. But this one looks a little, from certain angles, she looks a little like Justin Bieber's girlfriend. What's her name?
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. Yeah.
Oh,
she's not like this. Is Selena Gomez not trying at all, but she's still Selena Gomez. All right, I like this better right here. To be honest with you,
on the left and the right look like sisters.
They do. Yeah.
Alyssa Milano in her prime Hey, just look at the crook of her elbow. What's going on in there?
They all just look like a bunch of broads I don't want to watch a show about.
Wait, down here or up here, or all of them? To me, it's all of them. Honestly,
They look like Soho girls that you find out there in Manhattan or downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm all right. So far, here's the truth. The truth of the matter is Rose McGowan wins out. If Rose McGowan's on the show, I'm watching her. I'm not watching Alyssa Milano. I'm not watching the girl with the crooked face. I'm not interested in her. You know, the girl with the crooked face. These ones, I don't know. Okay, let's watch more. Yeah, we got the belly going on here, but that's Alyssa Milano. This is Shannon Doherty with the crooked face. Her eye is 3 inches taller, right here, higher on her head.
Wait,
Picasso
what?
painting.
Yeah. Okay, look. I know that you don't want to believe this. I know you don't want to deal with this, but this is the truth. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to look this up for you.
I can't deal with this today.
No, I know you can't. But
This has already been scientifically proven. This is science.
yeah. All right.
This guy thinks the Earth is 6,000 years old, and he's talking science about her face.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right,
Okay,
yes.
Hold on. What's that?
So you're right.
Yeah, Critty is
I
typing
am.
up.
No, I am right, and it is sad. Listen. Okay, hold on a second. This is going to blow your mind because you never noticed this before. You never noticed it.
She looks like a Picasso.
For real.
Is that a drawing of
All right.
her?
She's literally the Two-Face.
Look at her right here. Do you see?
Oh my
man.
gosh, it's so weird.
Isn't that crazy? Like her eye is 3 inches too high on one
How did I
side.
not notice this for so many years? What is she always
Yeah.
doing? Spins or something?
She's always got her head tilted to one side.
Well, I
They
mean,
always shoot her from a downward angle. I don't know.
That's
she's
how
got
Rob-
like she's got
Bro,
like
that's so
braids.
weird.
How did she ever get hired in the first place? Didn't they have anybody that auditioned that wasn't kicked by a mule?
You got hired by Harvey.
That's how Rob Liefeld draws faces, by the way.
Oh wow!
Don't you talk about Rob that way.
Oh, I'm not saying it
That's
that
John
way.
Malone's guy.
It's
That's John
fact.
Malone's guy.
I love Rob.
Yeah. Well,
Rob's
I mean,
the
look,
goat.
she's sick right now, but this is poor Shannon. We're not. I think she's sick. She's got cancer.
she's got
right now,
cancer,
so we
yeah.
don't want
Oh,
to. We
great.
don't want to
Thanks,
pick on her.
Ethan.
I just wanted to make you guys all feel horrible about yourselves.
I wonder what
Um,
Smuggler's thinks about this.
I don't.
Some people don't feel horrible about themselves at all. That's fine.
feel
All right,
fine
so let's
about
go back here. Now that we've established that, all right, you know what? I'm down with the remake. I'm more down with the remake than I am this. I don't know why. Now I'm kind of like, hey, maybe this is going to be spooky. I don't know.
I'm down with the midriffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
down with
are
OPP.
you though?
Did
What
you
is-
hear, did you hear the dog whistle from Ethan? It's the new one is spooky.
Oh, boo!
I heard it.
Oh, that's not good.
I didn't like
Yeah.
it. I heard it.
Yeah.
Reported.
Report that. Yeah.
Flagged.
Now these
No,
girls look like they're
seriously.
gonna call the cops on you for saying hello.
This guy is smug. If you want to talk about smug, that's what smug looks like right there. Look at that face.
He looks
That
like
is
a-
incredible.
He looks like a rapey Paul Rudd.
He's a little Joey from Friends.
Hey,
That is-
how you doing?
All right, this woman is beautiful right here. She looks good.
With the glasses, she looks
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Look at how this is. Is this just a shot-for-shot remake? Like, what is this that we're looking at? I think it's just shot for shot. Yeah. All right, that means nothing to me. Which dog do you like better?
The white one, of course.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh God, I just got that. Stupid. I'm sick of Nasser. I got to kick him out of here.
He's so racist.
Don't do it, Ethan.
I like the Venom one.
You like this? You like the what kind of dog is this? A Rottweiler?
Yeah.
No, the one with the teeth.
With the okay, yeah.
It looks like Venom.
I don't know.
Is that a golden retriever?
Yeah, here's another shot of Shannon Doherty. I just think that it's, at this point, it's like, how did you not notice that her face looked like this? Yeah. All right, I'm down. I'm honestly, people who are making fun of the Charmed reboot, I have to admit, After looking at a few pictures, I haven't watched it. I don't know how much social justice there is in it. Suddenly, I'm literally charmed. I'm charmed by these girls. What do you think of that?
I'm charmed that they're going to get canceled.
They're definitely going to get canceled. This is one of those shows. It's like, there are a bunch of shows that are on the USA Network that have just been on forever. Like Nash Bridges and that show Nag or whatever that is what's that show with the people, the Air Force?
Jag.
Jag.
Nag.
Those are still on?
Yeah, who watches that?
And was
I
it
didn't know those things were on.
NCI New Orleans and NCIS or whatever? Yeah.
It's because old people are the ones still watching TV. Everyone else is on YouTube and streaming.
Yeah,
It's all Matlock and
By the way, the chat is pissed at me for not demonizing that. No, guys, Charmed sucked. I'm just saying that. Well, if it is social justice, I don't like it, but I'm just saying it looked okay. It looked all right to me. From what do I know? I haven't seen it. Everybody's mad. Like you should hate that. All right. Alex G says I read that one already. Gojirify, $2. Pap smear job, $30. Guns down inhale, 100% Ethan is a Russian bot confirmed. Edgar Cruz, where the F is Martina and the Sausage Fest? Get her on the sexy party, by the way.
She's in England. Her whole time frame. She's 6 hours ahead of us.
4 a.m. there now.
Yeah.
4 in the morning, police at my door.
Yeah, like she has to really make plans to be on the show because she's in the UK and it's the time difference. So last night she was on, it was like 4 a.m. to her or something like that.
She was nodding off.
Yeah, she was. She did her. I thought she was good though. I thought she was good last night.
I had a dream. She was in my dream last night.
Wait a minute.
Serious story. Okay, so I went to bed last
before
night.
you wreck yourself, Doug.
No, listen, I went to bed last night.
I woke up, I changed my underwear.
Shut up. I went to bed last night with this show.
You just sat up in bed in England.
Shut up. I went to the show playing in my earphones, and I always go to sleep to like podcasts or YouTube things. And the last thing that I heard was Cecil and her arguing about if he was going to dance or not. And I thought, is Cecil asking her to dance?
Yeah.
So I wake up in the middle of the night. I had this giant long dream of a video game where I'm driving in this one big like mechanical vehicle shooting bad guys, and Antonio Bryce is in this other vehicle and he's in my radio headset.
This sounds so
and
made up.
We gotta go around this side. We gotta go around this side. You gotta shoot him. And we're trying to punch through this metal wall. And I punch the metal wall, and we find this. It looks like a hut, like covered in like flags. And he goes, "You stay in there. That's the safe zone." And I go in there, and to go into the safe zone is Lady Alchemy, and they go, "We're supposed to ballroom dance," because they were weird. I think because I got that detail from talking about Mike Miller asking her, "Should we ballroom dance?" And so we start ballroom dancing with a spotlight over us, and I'm like doing all the formal ballroom dancing stuff. And I look at her and I go, "You look familiar, like I've seen you before." And then as soon as I woke up, I go, "That was Lady Alchemy."
Sounds like a wet dream.
Well, no, but I'm looking at the dream interpretation journal, and it says if there's a hut in your dream, it means you're gay.
Not to mention,
You just proved a theory that I've always had.
Oh, I've had those dreams before.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Don't get Nasser going.
Nothing, Nasser. Wait till you turn 18.
You proved a theory for me, though. Thank you.
JG just said, he said, "I'm out of here. I'll be back when Doug's done." So
that was my theory, that other people's dreams are not interesting.
I'm shedding viewers. No, I thought it was weird. Like it shows the impact of how the show ended up casting my whole dream for me.
Hey, Smugless, did you ever have a dream about Martina that you want to share?
Have we got 45 minutes to kill? I could run one by you.
that was 30 seconds.
Smugless, I understand you had a dream about Martina. You want to tell me about it?
Yeah. First of all, we went bowling. Then we rode go-karts for about 2.5 hours. And we ended up on a beach, and I grabbed a surfboard, but the surfboard turned out to be a dolphin. So I did that for about 3 hours. I came back to the beach towel, and I was like, "Martina, you look different." I couldn't even notice it, but she had blonde hair now. I don't know what that means, but she took my hand. And she walked me into a hut, and inside this hut, which couldn't have been more than 6 foot wide, was an entire full-scale roller rink. We roller skated for hours, and then the song "Dancing Queen" came on, and I woke up and I said, "I love Cecil."
Yeah.
I love Smugless.
Hey, the chat wants it to be fair, and they want you to show a real good picture of Charm of the old ones.
A really good picture of the girls from Charmed.
Yeah, I put one up for the chat.
All right, let me see.
There
Yeah,
you
maybe
go.
it wasn't fair.
That's
When
what I
did
found.
Ethan become Google?
Well, I mean,
No,
you know
it's
what? I'm
on
getting
Pretty
better at this.
Screen.
You know.
Block
All right,
and
let me
freeze.
get one with the. Oh, here we go. Yeah, forget it. I might change my vote. Hold on, because this one has Rose McGowan, and I've already said, Rose. Oh my God, I love her. Okay, hold on.
I'm right with you on Rose McGowan for sure.
Oh yeah. You're about to. If you aren't a believer already, you're about to become one. Look at that.
The blood will flow of the non-believers.
Rose McGowan. I'll tell you something. It's the chin right here.
It's those high
I'm digging
Cherokee
it.
cheekbones.
Yes, she's a perfect woman.
It's her boobs.
Now she shaved her head and she's crazy. She'll
You know what's the difference
why
between
did
the new one and the old one? That the old one is women's, the new one is just a bunch of little girls.
Yeah, I'm with the no. As long as it's this, but see, this is the problem right here. Like, this is a problem, and I know that you guys like her, but I don't like Alyssa Milano. I've read her Twitter feed. I don't like her. She's nuts. Now, Rose McGowan is nuts, but I can deal with her nuts.
She's the
because-
fun nuts.
Yeah. She's pissed off. She's mad at Harvey Weinstein. That's cool. I'm down with that. I agree with her. This one here is a complete zero. I don't know who this is.
She's been on the show since the beginning.
That's Mike Zero's mom.
She's like, thanks a lot. I'm the president of Marvel now. Good luck.
Now people like Alyssa Milano. They're saying she was hot. All right, well, but
she was definitely hot.
this is
Especially in Seduction of a Vampire. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Calm down, Antonio.
It's all fun and games. Says EVS not attracted to hot women. Problematic. No, what are you talking about? I am.
Have you seen his wife?
Yeah, I have a good taste in women. But some personality goes along with it. Like, that's poison when you're always going off about Trump being the rapist in chief. I can't. I just can't do it. And that's who this is. There's a little bit of crazy in her. There's a little bit of spooky. She's an exquisite creature, and she was great in every movie that I've seen her in. She was great in Planet Terror. She was great in all the Quentin Tarantino movies that I saw her in. What else did I see her in?
She was in a movie Jawbreaker, yeah, where
Wasn't she in Conan?
they killed the girl with the jawbreaker.
She was in that horrible Conan with the dude from that plays Aquaman or what, Jason Momoa. Yeah, she was in that. Yeah, that wasn't really.
I have that. I didn't know she was in that.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
She
she
was like the evil witch woman.
Yeah.
Well, listen, what the hell? Pee Wee Herman stalks Haddonfield in this hilarious. Why did they do this with the clickbait? Pee Wee, God.
We gotta get him on the thread.
Dude, I actually love Pee Wee Herman, but that is an insane photograph of Pee Wee Herman. Mirthful man-child Pee Wee Herman has always been slightly sinister side to his antics and enthusiasms, whether in his adult-oriented Saturday morning variety show. Is that what you would call it? It was called Pee Wee's Playhouse. It wasn't for adults. It was for children.
Yeah.
It wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Open it up to look edgy and cool.
He was basically teaching kids to look up women's skirts. With a
That was in the HBO special. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all.
No, he had a straight kid show that was kind of wacky.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It had my favorite part of it was the king of cartoons.
Yeah, they bring that old guy out and he had the crown on.
That was the guy that played Blackula. I was
right. Lawrence Fishburne was in that too.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne was
in it.
Hey, Pee Wee.
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis
with his Jerry curl.
Phil Hartman was the sailor.
Captain Carl.
and Carl, yeah.
My favorite part of the day was when he goes, the word of the day, and everybody used to go crazy.
Yes.
If you guys want to see crazy, see the Pee Wee Christmas special. That is the best.
For sure.
I love the Pee Wee Christmas special. I watch it 8 times a year.
Got Annette Punicello and
oh my God, yeah. I got to ask Pee Wee Herman why he had. I said, "Hey, how did you get Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon on there? Was it because like you were in their movie Back to the Beach?" And he said, "Yeah, we're just friends, you know." So I was in their movie; they were in mine. You know, I was like, oh. And to me, that was like the greatest answer I'd ever heard when I met Pee Wee Herman. I was like, "You're friends with Frankie and Annette."
Didn't he have them wrapping gifts or something? Or
yeah, he got to humiliate them by putting out his Christmas cards and and doing all his work for him. Yeah,
and he got every present in the world, and then there was nothing left for anybody else.
And he had to give them back. But you know what? That thing, Frankie Avalon was like, "I'm making a candy cane Christmas cards with a potato." And like he's cutting a candy cane shape out of a potato. I'm like, why don't you just paint the candy cane, you jackass? It doesn't even look good. It didn't look good. Like he made a stamp, he dipped it into red paint and then pressed it against a card. It looked like garbage. Just paint the candy cane. How hard is that?
The best scene is what's the musical number with the country girl in it? She has the initials and she's singing. Oh
Katie Lang.
Katie Lang.
Katie Lang. Oh my God.
Who
that
looks
was
confusing.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best scene in there.
Yeah, there were a lot of there's a lot of left-wing
Oprah was in there too.
Oprah was in there.
That's true.
Dinah Shore was in there. You know,
yeah, he put a dummy in there and let her sing and talk to her, right? Didn't he have like a Pee Wee dummy of himself?
Yeah, he didn't want to be. Yeah. Those are great. Christmas.
Well, because she was singing the 12 Days of Christmas, and it went on and on and on. So Pee Wee just put her on hold basically and walked away.
Did you watch this yesterday, Art?
I would watch it like Ethan said. I watch it 12 times every Christmas, every year. Yeah, it's great.
It is good. All right.
Is it better than Holiday Special? Star Wars Holiday Special?
It's way better than. Well, I shouldn't say.
No, it is way better than the Star Wars.
It is
Holiday
way better.
Special.
Why couldn't
but
that
for
have
all
been
the
my
right
homework?
reasons, I think.
Yeah.
It's meant to be bad.
All right. Let's see. Art has a crappy sense of humor, says Bagel Goose.
It's
I
true.
don't disagree.
Jeez, Cecil.
No, I think he does. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
He's just jealous.
Liam says money for hand puppet episode. And that's yeah, I like the hand puppet. That was great. Rainbow.
Big ratings.
Yeah, I do agree. I think Smugless honestly steals the show. Smugless is great.
Yeah.
Check out Sway Rain on Indiegogo, says Rainbolt. Sway Rain. Matthew Hopkins, Doug, get the FAM Nitrox certification so you guys can stay down diving longer. It's super easy and totally worth the investment.
Yeah, that's like explosive material that it does let you go to stay down longer. We're going in slow. You know, we're going in. I don't want to bite too much off. You know,
use that amniotic fluid.
That's what she said.
The amniotic fluid, the stuff they put in the abyss, the pink fluid in the abyss.
Yeah.
Bagel Goose says Cecil makes me moister than an oyster. That's a great rhyme. And again, Bagel Goose says I let Cecil take me into the games closet. Wow, Cecil. A lot of people are into you, Cecil.
I've got it like that.
Cecil's very into himself.
Gojirify says Cecil should dance with Mike's wife. Now you got to be careful because Mike does troll the chat. And yesterday we were talking about Mike's wife with Martina, and Mike was like, "Why are you talking about my wife?" And the only thing was we were just saying, "Would you dance with Mike's wife?" And Mike didn't like it.
Well, she is a professional dancer, but you know, Martina. So it wasn't like
right. Oh, you know, there was nothing. Yeah, there's nothing weird.
Mike's in the chat.
Is he again? No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
There's Mike.
He just
there's
said,
Mike.
"Son of a."
Mike, why don't you ever come in here?
He doesn't want to come on because I'm on, and he's mad at me right now.
What is that right?
Well, there's no.
It doesn't stop the rest of us from coming on.
He got 40 people to unsubscribe from me, Ethan.
Oh, this is Ari again.
Mike just said, "Stay away from my wife, Cecil."
If you need me to jump to make room for him, I'll jump because I'm just sitting here drawing.
No, we want you to stay. We want Nasser to leave. But you know. Oh, I should have said that out loud.
I'll go.
Oh man, Ethan, those are private thoughts. What did I tell you about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'll leave if we could get Brutus to 30 grand right now.
We can't. All right, so let's kick Nasser out of here and let's get
Don't
Mike
do it.
on. Where's the thing here? Let me
Bring
kick
an adult
Nasser.
in.
No.
All right, we're booting Nasser. Everyone wants me to. All right, Nasser, I'll see you later. We're
Bye,
getting Mike in
Nasser.
here.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.
Wow, and I was volunteering.
Mike, no, we want you to stay. Mike, will you come on in here now? Blacklist Universe? No, because Nasser keeps saying racist things.
That's right. He admitted he was. We have to kick him.
Nasser can't be racist. Don't you know any of the rules?
No, I've seen the rules. Everyone's happy that Nasser left. Now we got to get.
He is 1% Cherokee.
Really?
So he can run. So he can run
He's
for
got to take a
Democratic
blood
president.
test.
No.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Just a daily reminder that EVS is 1,000 times the artist John wishes he was, says Sammy Ray. That wasn't nice. Bagel Goose says, she's so hard to look at, she had to pay Trump, says Bagel Goose. Galactic Comet says, hey, Ethan, you said tonight was good to pitch the Galactic Comet. Are we go for a launch? Thanks, man. Galactic Comet, I completely forgot, and I'm almost done. I want to get Mike in here, and, you know.
I'm here.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Oh.
Galactic Comet. Send me a message. We'll get you on in the morning show or tomorrow night. Mark C says Stormy Daniels' real name is Stephanie. I knew her when she was 18 and dancing in Baton Rouge. Says Mark C.
Dancing?
Quote unquote new.
Custom songmaker Doug, you have my permission to use my character Cleanfoot Bill if you want. His mother dipped his foot in the river Styx. You may also use soap. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing well. Long time.
Are you mad at us for Martina talking about dancing with your wife last night?
No, actually, I came in shortly after that. Someone else was making a comment about it, so I didn't hear the actual comment.
It was nothing crude.
Yeah.
There was nothing crude. I wouldn't stand for it.
Thank you, Cecil. You're a gentleman among.
And a
No, just because I hate
wine scoundrels.
It's because I hate standing.
Yeah, he was sitting.
Yeah, Cecil is a man of honor, and he will fight for. No, yeah, he's a man
The
who will
right
fight
for your honor.
Right.
Fight for whiskey.
For the right to party.
It's a lyric.
Zero Fox says, "Get Liam on for Sway. He will definitely talk." Well, all right. Rage Carrier says, "New Charmed, more like busted Stranger Things." Well, I mean, you guys really hate the new Charmed. I didn't like the old Charmed, so I'm kind of coming at it like that. I'm coming at it from the side and at an angle. Like, I don't give a about Charmed at all. So,
How many episodes are you gonna watch of either show?
I'll watch one just to talk about it, but I mean, the chances of me getting hooked on some teeny bopper like witchcraft show, I'm not gonna watch that.
There's
a
Sabrina coming out.
Sabrina, yeah, I saw that one.
And it's just super serious.
Everybody's all fresh out ideas.
Yeah. No, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, starring the beautiful Melissa. What's her name?
Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart, Republican, Trump supporter. That is an angelic show with an angelic, kind, sweet woman of God. She's a woman of the Lord. She is. She's Christian.
Even though she's practicing witchcraft.
Yeah.
Well, she's been cute about it.
Characters practicing witchcraft.
She ushered
versatile.
She ushered a generation of children to Satan.
I think she also got naked once. I think she was in Playboy. I think so.
How old is she? She looks like she's
something. I know what you're talking about. She did something.
Did she get naked? Would you look that up, Antonio, and just make sure that I'm not speaking out of school?
She's 40 and she's playing a teenage witch.
Yeah.
No, well, no.
There's a new. They're doing a new one.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about the one that was in God Is Not Dead one. I'm talking about the new one.
The new one is the original one was a comedy, like the Archie comic, but the new one is like serious, where she solves murder with witchcraft and stuff.
I can get down on that. The new one they say the new Sabrina is the daughter from Mad Men. She was great.
She's going to be a black trans woman.
No, she's a little blonde kid.
Little product in the hair.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sally Draper is Sabrina now. I love Sally Draper. I'll watch that show. I think after I'm done watching The Sopranos, and I'm almost done, I got 10 more episodes to go. I'm gonna get into Mad Men again, which is those two shows to me are the greatest shows of all time. Those two.
And EVS, yeah, she did a Playboy shoot.
How'd she look? Because I'm not looking. I'm a Mormon.
But she tithes 10% of her money.
Oh, it's smoking hot, baby. I love
Is it really?
It looks like she kind of. It's like it's semi-nude though. It looks like she's naked, but she's like covering everything with like
Maxim.
It's like that kind of
pictures.
Was it during that time that Playboy stopped being rated R?
Yeah. I was like, but either way, I'm very intrigued.
They wanted to compete with Maxim for a while, so they stopped doing nudity.
They got
it's
woke.
tastefully done, as they say, and I'm enjoying the. Yes.
She's a beautiful young lady. She's a beautiful young lady.
No,
And
these are you talking about the ones where she's got like the blanket over her?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, she's not showing anything. She's like,
Yeah, that's Maxim.
Oh, it was in Maxim? Okay. So,
Yeah, I typed in the wrong phrase, and there's a million of her head on other bodies.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in my bunk for a little while, so I'm gonna see you later.
There's Family Safe Search and there's Cecil Search.
yeah, I don't look at those. I don't look at that porno, so I don't want to see it. But I just wanted to make sure that she looked good. So Antonio conveys to me that she looks good. I figured
she looks
would.
amazing.
Yeah, I figured she would.
Especially in the fake ones. Wow.
Oh, the fake
yeah.
ones.
I didn't even look at the fake ones because I saw this full spread eagle. I was like, okay, somebody just had too much time on their hand. Photoshop, baby.
Yeah, it's not good. Let's see. All right, let me read some more of these. Go Jirify says for $2 they do an activator spell on their hair.
Some S curl.
No, he meant to say they out there doing an activator spell on their hair. All right, Leo Breaker 49, Brand and Stealing Solo finally backed. That's excellent.
Oh, that is sweet. Yes.
RE6 for £10. Well, thank you, RE6. Unky E. By the way, Renfrew has called me Grunkle Ethan today. What is Grunkle? Whatever it is, it's funny. Unky E, were you serious about bringing back Link's X32 as an original story? I may be prepared to bombard you with Link's fan art for the next 2 years just to be considered. Yes, I realized that Link's, here it is, trademark Ethan Van Sciver. X32, obviously, I don't feel good about using X32, but I do feel great about using Link's. Little girl with claws, little kitty cat girl. We'll kind of take the original idea, and do a comic about it.
Let me write it.
Let me write it.
I would like
let me draw it.
I would like Mike S. Miller to draw it. I would like, but he's not going to draw it, is he?
He's got too much product to push, man. He's
not doing it.
He's got a whole universe.
I like how Doug said that, like Mike is pushing cocaine on the streets.
He's got to build a universe.
That's right.
How's Your Father says Marvel would love to sue you, Ethan. They can't sue me. It's my idea. They never bought it, and it has nothing to do with X23. It's my own kind of idea. Little feral girl with claws. I can do that. It won't resemble X23 or X32, but I mean, it's a great name.
That's so bad.
Oh, I got someone you should. If you're actually going to be looking for an artist for that, I know somebody. I can throw their link.
I want Mike S. Miller. I'm not going to. He's the one that I want. So I'll wait.
What's the other one that I want?
Now Mike's got his own things to do. I'm sure he doesn't want to do this.
Mike's dance card is full. Oh.
Hey,
there's a joke, but I'm not going to do it because I respect Mike.
They're already making the jokes that I was just about to make.
Oh.
You should name her XXL.
Wait a second.
32.
Yeah. That's making fun
Ethan,
of me.
honestly, let's talk in private.
Oh, yeah. He's going to negotiate. You hear that? That's a maybe.
How do you like that?
Damn you, Mike.
I like it.
Yeah.
Just
come over to this country and take my jobs.
Just put my name in the ballot if you're looking for a writer.
How many years ago did you think of this character?
1997 or 98?
1999.
Back then, she would be a 32. Now it's a 42, I would imagine, at least.
Yeah. All right. So did you hear that, guys? Did you see how that works out? I asked for Mike S. Miller. I figured that was a long shot. I figured I was asking for the moon, and he said, "Oh, everything's a negotiation."
Gouge him, Mike. Gouge him.
What do you mean gouge me? I don't. You know. People want Mike Barron to write links. By the way, I added Mike Barron to the chat room. He is. He's like, when are we gonna listen, Mike Barron? If you're listening now, 9 a.m. is the morning show. 9 p.m. is the Comicsgate live show, and I invite you to come on and talk about that. Pete Mack says Mike is the artist of choice. That is correct. That is correct. Mike is the artist of choice.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Gojurify says Poison Ivy 2 Milano though. I didn't see it.
But she didn't get naked in
saw
that.
it. It was on Skinematic. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even as good as the Jamie Presley one.
And yeah, that's why I was like, it didn't. I always remember because I always get ready to see if it's got some good spank material, and it just wasn't doing it for me.
Damn, son.
It's on Cinemax, baby. That's what I was watching it for, man. Let's be cute. Let's keep it real, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that. I can't, you know.
Yeah, it didn't do it for me.
Yeah, the writing's no good.
I'm thinking about no.
I kind of like Jamie Presley the most out of all of them because she's got like that trailer trash look. She looks like another one that stabbed me to death.
Why are all these women killing you, Cecil? This is
I
not
like
good.
that. I like that. Because any girl that doesn't want to kill me, I'm suspect though.
Sounds like my dating life. Yeah, they all hate me now.
James Dean, creator of Conflict, $5 this Friday. I launch an Indiegogo for my book Conflict. It features vampires, werewolves, and the undeniably native bloodline of Elizabeth Warren. Wow, that's gonna be the shit.
Boy,
Coming back to that, somebody mentioned that her DNA was coming back as Central American. Is that?
You missed it. We already went over that. Yeah.
Yeah, we did this. Yeah.
Prettiest
it
gave
was,
us that fact.
Way to keep up, Mike.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. Is that actually confirmed? Do you have a freaking article that says that, or is that something like from the Federalist?
The Federal, you just dissed the Federalist. All right. I appreciate that. No, it seems to be everywhere. It was in the Washington Examiner or something. I don't know.
Trump
Washington
said it.
Times.
In the Boston.
No, it's only true if CNN says it.
That's right. That's what I was going to say. What credible source are you looking for, Mike? Is like
CNN has to just admit to it. You know, that's how you know it's real. CNN just kind of is brought to its knees and admits to it. Yeah, that was all over Twitter today. It's like, Elizabeth Warren is an Indian. No, she's not. She's not an Indian. Create BMC says thank you for having Asami on here. It's at 4.1K, $4,100. By the way, yeah, I mean this is the thing. This is the magic of Comicsgate. We made that happen, man. We that book is this close to being funded just one day on the show. Boom. That guy made $3,000 in one night.
Nice.
It's awesome.
And I just also say my favorite trashy, crazy looking witchy girl is Fairuza Balk.
Yeah, we talk about her.
Yeah, I dig her. She's my favorite.
I like her too, kind of as a villainess.
Yeah.
You know? I wouldn't. I don't want to be with her though. Would you make babies with her? And
no.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm not going to stick around anyway. Why not?
Oh man.
Cecil just upfront about it.
Yeah, I love it. Robin Tunney was better. I agree. Robin Tunney in that movie was pretty cute. I don't know. I like clean looking, like pure sweethearts. I do. I don't like filthy whoas. Yes. I don't like the filthy whoas. Rose McGowan comes about as close to that as I go.
That's right up there.
She looks like a little bit filthy, but not, not over the top.
Spent like 3 years with Marilyn Manson. Believe me, she's a kook.
Yeah. Ebola Jones says, "Would you lie with her in the biblical sense?" I was trying to find the best way to put that, like completely pure, like Amish.
Would I have maritals with her?
I like "Would you lie with her" in the biblical sense. That is great.
I like maritals.
Mike, can I ask you a question about the Holy Bible?
Absolutely.
Perfect segue.
What the hell? Yeah, well, it was. What the hell was the scene in Noah's Ark where Noah's kids saw him naked?
Yeah,
That was after the Ark. Noah had started planting vineyards, and this is a while after the Ark because the wine had to have time to grow. Well, he grew grapes, made wine, and then got freaking blotto drunk. I don't know if that was the first time fermentation. I don't know about that. But yeah, and so one of them came in, and actually, from some rabbis, they actually believe that one of the sons, it was Ham, right?
Shem.
Was it Shem?
It was Shem or one of those guys. Yeah,
Shem.
From the Three Stooges?
No, but some rabbis believe that the wording means that he actually took sexual advantage of his father.
Yeah.
But that's not widely held. But they're trying to explain why he cursed the entire line. Yeah, it was Shem, the line of Shem, because he didn't curse Shem. He cursed Shem's descendants, which is weird. But I think they're trying to understand why it's like just seeing your dad naked.
Oh.
It wasn't just that, but he came back and he told his brothers. He's like, "Hey, Dad's naked."
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is back then it was a big deal because it was a huge male dominant hierarchy society that you didn't disrespect your dad.
Yeah, what a jerk.
There's also some readings that the wording also may mean that he saw the nakedness, because to see your father's nakedness can also mean to see your father's spouse naked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You want to know about Noah's Ark? Just ask the Noahs all.
They're doing a complete Shazam book, and they're calling it the Holy Moly Bible. Does that bother you?
Holy moly!
Holy moly! No, Bible only means a group of books, so it's not like it's exclusive to the Holy Writ.
You don't think it's blasphemous to call the complete Shazam the Holy Moly Bible?
Well,
it's probably not. It's probably not respectable to a broad evangelical audience that would probably buy that book if they saw it. But then when it's called Holy Moly, they'd go, no, thanks.
Yeah, because the fact that using the word holy is the only reason why they wouldn't get it. They're trying to consider it sacred.
I would buy it, the Holy Moly Bible.
Holy moly. The Holy Moly Action Bible. I know who I'd have illustrated.
Because that's what he says all the time. Holy moly.
Why isn't he in here?
Shazam?
Sergio.
No. Sergio Cariello.
I just ate a Tootsie Roll.
Oh!
Did you lose a tooth?
No. It was
I would have.
Right? It was soft.
I recommend Tootsie Rolls to all of you. That was very, very good.
Good for ripping out your fillings.
Oh, that's true.
See, there you go.
I like Jolly Rancher.
Roll.
Follow it up with a Mary Jane.
The world looks
Stephen Miller's
good.
Stephen Miller says sometimes I don't know when it's Cecil or Doug. That's interesting.
Yeah, Cecil, you're getting really freaking good at that. Like scary good.
When Tootsie Roll is all I see, whatever it is, I think I need becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. Tootsie Roll caramel, a chocolate chew. Tootsie Roll, I think I'm in love with you.
How do I mute the channel?
You remember the Tootsie Pop where the owl?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. That's a good chord sequence. Listen, it goes up.
Whatever it is,
I feel like playing that. I want to play that on the piano.
I'm in hell right now.
That is a really good chord sequence.
Oh, that's a killer jingle, man. That's why it's stuck in me, from when I was a kid.
Ethan, if you're gonna play the piano, can you play Hotline Bling? I would very much like to.
Yeah, I will.
I second that.
EVS, I tweeted you my sock puppet Star Wars art. It says El Argo 30. I look forward to finding that. And Bagel Goose says crappy because all of my art poop jokes dummies. Big Red says she was good in Return to Oz. I didn't see Return to Oz. What is Return to Oz?
That had that Faruka, whatever her name in it, as Dorothy.
She was like 12.
Damn, John, you're here? I think that's the first thing you've said since I showed up.
I know.
And you call me quiet.
Gojirify, Amy Grant is a pure goddess. She is of the Lord. Like she is she's a bride of Christ, I would say. Would you say that?
All are.
I'm looking for the Bride of Dracula.
Are you talking about the singer Amy Grant?
Yeah. No, she's talking about Eddie Grant.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. What about when she was married to the one guy, and then they were saying that she was having the affair with
Chapman.
the other guy?
And then she went and married Vince Gill. By the way, I serve on a board at Lipscomb with Amy Grant, so I get to hang with her. She's wonderful.
Band for Telling the Truth says, "Careful, she's a friend of mine." Whoa, we got somebody knows Amy Grant.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, she's here in Nashville, and we saw her sing at the Symphony with Vince Gill. He's one of the greatest pickers in all of Nashville, which is saying.
Is that right?
Yep.
You know who I met? I met Winona Judd outside of an airport. Yeah, and she signed. Her autograph is insane. I said, well, I better get Winona Judd's autograph, you know. So I walked up to her, and the only thing I had was a pad of Bristol paper and a marker. And I thought she was just going to write Winona Judd. She drew music notes and birds and filled up the entire page with the weirdest. Honestly, it's the weirdest autograph I've ever seen. I got to dig that out. It's pretty extraordinary.
She's a crazy redhead.
Did you say, what's all this crap?
Yeah. Gojirify, Shemp's naked curse on his descendants is where the term "got him by the curlies" comes from. Liam says, "I love Return to Oz, Hidden Gem," and Bagel Goose says, "Maybe the SJWs are right. This singing has to go." Okay, well, stop singing. I mean, you know. Yeah, show it on the stream. Wow, where is it? Where'd that autograph be? Oh, I think I know where it is. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Hold on to the night.
You gotta hold
I'm
on.
only $3,000.
You got
$700 away from six figures.
You are?
Yep.
How far away?
Back Lone Star.
$3,700.
Hey, that's close. You're gonna make it.
I hope so.
Looks like we made it.
You were considering taking the thing down. Are you going to leave it up until you get the 100,000 now?
I don't know. I keep going back and forth on it.
Just give up, Mike.
I need to get it going. I need to get the next one going before it's too late this year because I don't want to do it during freaking Christmas season.
Don't listen to Nasser. It's gonna.
I'm not listening. I never listen to Nasser.
I don't believe that non-Christmas stuff. The Christmas stuff. I don't believe it. People maybe they want to buy. You know, people have expendable money. They either want to get in or they don't.
Yeah,
maybe miss out on the campaign.
Maybe a wife wants to spend $25 so her husband can get an awesome comic.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm about trying to do something where I could send out like postcards to people who buy during the Christmas season that they could give the postcard to someone and make sure they're getting it as a gift.
That's a great idea, Mike. I think I'm going to use that.
Between
I just
shipping,
think Americans blow a lot of money, and people want to buy comics, and they're going to buy them. In fact, if you made the drop dead date, if you closed your store on December 26th, I would bet you'd have the biggest buy-in on Christmas Day. Just to counter Nasser's theory.
Doug, can you just put your hand in front of the camera and talk through your hand puppet for the rest of the show, please?
Hey, Mike. Maybe.
It's all right.
Oh, John David.
That's one, Mike. You should use one of Ethan's naked Santa Claus pictures.
Oh yeah.
That's a.
Well, I do one of those every year. I draw the naked Santa Claus. Well, not naked. He's in his underpants. Underpanta Claus. I got to do one for this year too.
I get disturbed by that once a year.
Man,
you do? Does it bother you?
Yeah, but people would buy that, Mike. Like if they were going to get that in the mail as the.
Here's my Winona Judd autograph, by the way.
Holy.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a cross for Jesus here. We got music notes. We got a heart. It says, "To my dearest Ethan."
Oh.
Yeah. It's a big woman with a big autograph.
Oh,
So,
big.
so Ethan, you're carrying that big sheet of paper around with you for an autograph?
I was at a convention. I just got back to a comic convention in Nashville, and she was outside of the airport. You know,
Oh, cool.
I had my
Worked
art
out.
bag. Yeah, and I was just like, yeah. People are saying, yeah, she wanted me pretty bad.
So that's like the Bristol board.
Yeah, it's a Bristol board. It says "Follow your dreams," which I
That's
have.
awesome.
That's terrible advice because you
should tweet her
because you dreamed of stalking her.
You should tweet her a picture of that and say, "I did follow my dreams, Winona. Thank you."
What if Doug followed his?
Your Mike Rowe autograph that says, "Give up on your dreams and get a real job."
I gotta warn Martina about Doug's dreams.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, she'd be
feel
thrilled
obligated.
that I danced with her. Oh, she'd love it.
Yeah.
I don't think England is far enough away for her now. She's probably going to move to Russia.
Oh,
I wouldn't blame her.
Going to Russia. Say hi to the Trump voters. The Trump. They buy Comicsgate, Russia.com. When liberals don't know what to do, they blame it on Russians and sock puppets like me.
By the way, Bagel Goose says I'll support Lone Star when it has the "Dance with My Wife" tier.
Oh.
Mike doesn't like any of this. By the way, I want you to notice
disrespecting.
Mike's face when this goes down. Mike
That's
is not happy about it.
Mike's gonna kick your. Look at him. He knows kung fu.
I've seen Mike.
He's gonna throw a throwing star at you.
I see an eye up here actually.
Mike does know kung fu, and Mike will beat your asses for this. I've seen Mike do a wall push-up. Like he was standing on his head, and he did a push-up off the wall. Mike's not playing around with you guys. You want to dance with his wife, you're going to dance with him first.
You're gonna dance with his katana.
Uh-huh.
He can only do about 10 of those, by the way.
Mike, I'm on your side, by the way.
Yeah, look at that.
How many can you do, John?
Look at that. He's a knife nut. Look at him.
You don't play with that. You don't play around with Mike
Let's
when
see.
he's got knives like that.
Those are throwing knives. What are they?
Yeah, these are throwing knives.
Ooh, dude, plant one in the wall back. Well, not in the back, but up on the
Oh,
ceiling.
tell your son to put an apple on his head.
Well, I've got children in here. I don't want to risk.
Those are
Thousands.
Christmas presents for the kids.
These are like legit.
People are pissed at how dirty Doug's hands are. I mean, really, the close-up makes it. Yeah. Oh, look at the callus. Wait, turn your hand around, Doug. Whoa, look at the yellow callus by the wedding ring. Oh, it's gonna pop.
A month from now, we're gonna get another close-up of Doug's hand. He's still gonna have that face prawn on it.
He should sleep with his hands, and they should be submerged in a bucket of lotion each night.
Oh my God. Oh, look at it. Oh my God.
It's just liver spots and veins now.
Oh,
Left his liver. Just
no.
The cat got me there.
Oh, Doug. What the hell?
I'd rather have chicken feet at the end of my arm.
It's all crepey. I'm just falling apart, man. I'm barely even here.
It's like a dead body. Oh!
I could probably pull this skin off right now if I pulled hard enough. It would just.
Oh my God!
No.
Oh God! Oh, it is. It's like a corpse. Oh my God!
I'm barely holding on, guys.
Oh, it's like someone fished him out of a retention pond.
That's a body that's been sitting in the water.
Oh God damn! Excuse me, Lord, but I needed. Please, damn that, Lord. Oh.
Someone wrote, "I think I saw a worm in there."
It's eating my dead flesh.
Oh, gross!
It's an earthworm.
Oh my God! Mega Man says the yellow blister is just the cheddar Doug is gonna share. Oh my God! Oh, that's disgusting.
Cheddar.
I'm gonna die.
Oh,
Doug.
Ethan, did you watch Doug's cooking video where he prepared food for his family?
Oh,
I watched
it. No. What did he do?
He gave his hands. He washed his hands, but I suggest. I was in the chat. I suggest that he boil his hands in a bucket of water for
Yeah.
5 minutes before
Just to
touching.
make sure.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I'm literally gonna throw up.
Oh. I'm gonna go like smear my hands in peanut butter and come back on.
Oh,
Hey guys, I
God.
washed my hands.
That would be a protective layer of peanut butter. I'd rather you had that on.
Peanut butter. Mm.
Yeah. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Mike's not looking up.
I just got. They're talking about liverwurst under the fingernails, and I gotta move on. Mike is clean. You know, he's got a wholesome family.
I wash my hands multiple times a day.
Me too.
With knives.
Yeah.
Mike always looks clean. He has like a fresh T-shirt. His hair's always pulled back, and
I keep my knives clean too.
I feel like I'm gonna lose it. I really do. I'm not well after that. I'm not well.
Well, think happy
Doug,
thoughts.
don't take that personally, Doug.
Just think happy. Oh no! Look at
You're
me.
disgusting, but don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Your body personally.
Would I be on the internet if I was taking things personally? Come on. You got to just fillet yourself open for the internet. Pretty much.
there is there's a certain kind of genius to it. That man. Everybody in the house will cook for him. He'll be like, "You want me to make you guys some sandwiches?"
No.
No. We'll get him, Dad. We'll make the sandwiches.
Yeah, kid. Get to work in there, or I'll make you food with my hands. I'll be like,
You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Kyung Lee, who's here. Kyung, he didn't do anything wrong, and he's just here trying to promote his comic book. Knuckle Bomb.
Yeah, I bought that comic and I love it.
Looks great.
Makes me happy.
He didn't. Kyung didn't do anything wrong. He didn't come here expecting to see the human condition, and you know what I mean. Like, he really just came here to sell some comics. He didn't know what he was in for, and that's why I feel bad for Kyung right now. Kyung, are you doing okay?
I mean, I've seen a cadaver when I went to school, and I've never seen anything like that.
All right, see,
Just plussed it.
Yeah.
Is that like for biology or something?
Yeah.
No, I just kill people, Mike. Thank you.
I was just walking by.
I made a cadaver.
Day before Thanksgiving break, I was in junior college, and I was just walking by one of the biology rooms, and there was a cadaver on the table, and nobody was there. So I like went in there, and I was like checking because they had like all the skin peeled away, so you sinews and everything.
Yeah.
And then like that night we had turkey, and like I got the leg, the freaking sinews came out, and I'm like, I'm never eating turkey leg again.
Well, Mike, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you touch it?
The body?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I've had my hands all up in the chest cavity of a cadaver. I took pre-med anatomy, and
warm apple pie.
Yeah, and it was horrifying.
I had to do CPR on a
warm apple pie. He said, warm apple pie.
American pie.
You know what's weird? They leave the fingerprints on. They like peel all that skin off the hand, and then they leave the fingerprints on. I guess so they can
for ID
identify it.
This is pretty dark. A dark conversation.
Pretty grim.
Yeah, it is. It's very bleak.
Now I'm
more about that. Yeah, I know exactly.
Want some turkey?
I got an apple pie upstairs that I will not be having tonight. I will not be having that apple pie tonight. Cecil.
Yes.
What was your? I want you to explain what happened to your hands. I should say Smugless. What happened to your hands? Why are your hands like that?
Well, because I've been penciling this page. All the pencil gets worked into the.
No, I'm asking Smugless.
Yeah, you just stepped on the.
I'm so dang it. See, I'm a step behind you guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after I took my hand out of that chest cavity of that cadaver, I said, "This is such a unique and special experience. I just wanted to experience it for the rest of my life." So I swore at that moment that I would never wash my hands again. So I know that the lowest layer of filth on my hand is that cadaver's lung tissue, and that carries me through the day in some dark times.
You're the biggest part of me. You're my inspiration. You bring meaning to my life.
And he was a smoker, so I could still smell the nicotine on my hands. Sometimes when I'm lonely, I just sniff my fingers and like.
I get a contact high.
Oh my God! Why is this happening?
I think it was the Marlboro Man. Love it. You guys remember the Marlboro Man?
He's huge.
Those when men were men.
Job of the Cuck, 2 pounds, says deworm Doug. Good Lord.
I smoked a pack of Newports with some Negroes 30 years ago. It was fantastic. Yes. There you go.
All right, fellas. Well, it's 11:19, and you know what that means.
The witching hour.
It's the witching hour. It's time to for everyone to go over to Blacklist Universe, the Aloha Hour. Is that right, Mike, or wrong?
It's a little early, but I can do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like a bartender. I'm like, you don't have to go to Mike's, but you can't stay here. I got to go to bed. I got to get some sleep so I can wake up bright and early tomorrow to do what?
The morning show.
The morning show.
Well, you changed your whole schedule, Ethan. What's going on?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. People were saying you need to have a schedule so we know when to expect you. And I said, well, I can commit to 9 and 9. So 9 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do the morning show. 9 p.m., we do the Comicsgate Live. And that way you guys know and the subscribers know.
But still, somehow, when it was completely random, I would manage to find my way here more.
That might be true. That might be true. But I just want to make it easier for everyone so that people who want to be here can be here. I think tonight was fun. I didn't do too much promoting tonight, did I?
No, you should promote Lone Star before.
Yeah, get in there with some big. Look at Bigfoot Wallace languishing here in 6 figures, right, Mike?
Oh, you're killing me.
Look at this.
Yeah, Mike. Mike is this close
and change from 6 figures.
That is horrible. Let me take a look at Mike's Lone Star comic here. Doug Tenaple. I have Doug Tenaple on speed dial. His Bigfoot Bill campaign.
I appreciate that.
100. I do. It's like instantly there. So $111,524. That's extraordinary. That really shows a whole lot of interest in what you're doing.
My people.
Yeah, they keep coming in too. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Holy cow, Matthew Hopkins.
Oh my God! Wow, Matthew Hopkins. Thanks for $100. Doug, I know you like to discuss religion on your morning show when you have guests. I always find it very interesting. Would you be into having Mike on and Uncle E, as someone who was raised Mormon, to have one of those deep theological discussions?
I will have anyone on anytime for any reason. I would love to have Mike and Ethan on. I've already had Ethan on once, and it was one of my highest rated shows. So Ethan can come on, but we don't have to just talk about religion. I'm not trying to turn it into the religion show. Point of the religion is that because culture says you can't have a gentlemanly talk about religion, that's why I do it.
Because you're not a gentleman.
Because I'm not a gentleman. Exactly. That's exactly.
That's the in most bars. In most bars, no politics and no religion. Those are the two.
Yeah, I like having guys on. I like just Ethan and Mike on as friends. I'll have them on as friends. Is all. It's fine. Come over and play.
If I could show, I am doing here for a giveaway. Edwin and I are going to do a giveaway of a Lone Star piece on Friday night's show. So I don't know if you can even see it.
We see it.
It's kind of blurry.
Dark. Crappy camera. But when I'm done, I'll post it on Twitter.
All right, it's time for Cecil to sing "My Way" as Smugless. Are you prepared, Cecil?
Me.
I've never tried that before.
Okay, ready? And now the end is near. Go ahead.
And so I face
I'll say it clear. I'll state my truth.
Of which I'm certain. I
that's wrong. I've traveled each and every highway.
And much more than
this.
I did my
way.
Regrets. I've had a few.
Into pause.
But then again, too few to mention. Take it, Smuggler's.
Oh.
I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. Each charted course, each careful step along the byway. More, much more than this.
I did it my way.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I did a
When you are asleep, that's when I creep and I lick all the butter in your fridge. When you are not awake, I unwrap your Land O'Lake and I lick all the butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. So have some parquet. It contains my DNA from when I licked all the butter in your fridge. And have a pat of blue bonnet. I practically spat upon it when I licked all the butter in your fridge. It's been a long time since I've done that for the chat, but I felt like tonight was the right night. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here for Comicsgate Live. You are all the best of the best. Let's see. MW, thanks for $10. Islands of Nine Battle Royal, the best game no one is playing. Pre-release is out now. New patch in November. Please come and play with me sometime. I am Comicsgate. Weekly tournaments currently. Bagel Goose says, can you play better? This isn't worth Cecil's voice. Knows me equate for Rayente says, this show is great. Here's some money. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the donations. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning for the morning show.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Bye.